Sugar Shack. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. If you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you'll find me out at the Sugar Shack. Spring is here, and those maples are all tapped. We got cold beer, and those buckets are full of sap. So I guess it's maple syrup time again, and you can smell the maple sugar in the wind. And it's a great day to be in the Sugar Shack. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you find me out at the Sugar Shack. All here, and there's still lots of room. Let's get Wade, play that maple sugar tune, and we can boil all day and all night, and pray that the sugar comes out right. And it's a great day to be in the Sugar Shack. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you'll find me out at the Sugar Shack. All right, you know it, let's sing it. And it's a great day to be in the Sugar Shack. That sounds good. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. It's as sweet as maple syrup. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back. I'm here, but you find me out at the Sugar Shack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you find me out at the Sugar Shack. Hey Jeff, is that getting close? You'll find me out at the Sugar Shack. Oh, it smells good, brother. You'll find me out at the Sugar Shack. I think we better take off our batch. Hey man, we're waiting on you at the Sugar Shack.
Whew, we nailed that one. We nailed it, I say. And I even had my earbud in, so you didn't hear the voice. I win. I tell you what, I got myself a whole lot of, I don't know if I can flip this around. Anyways, I got myself probably 10 tomato starts that they say is number one for sauces. E3 Farmstead, shout out to Chris and Sarah. Go watch some of their videos, guys. Say hello. Tell them to come on back. Unfortunately, due to Chris's accident, he couldn't. But I'm praying that they're going to be able to come back here shortly. I forgot something in my drink, and it tastes like, I don't know what it tastes like. Oh well. Hey, to make it better for me, I'm okay with it. So there's my brother Jesse, and we'll get around to the cruise after, guys. I just want to say hello to all the people that are here to say hello and spend some of their Friday evening with me. It truly blesses me that you're taking an hour out of your Friday evening to come spend some time. I know. You just want to hear about the cruise. Speaking of the cruise, do I? I do. I got the Bible. It's really thin, guys. But it is what it is, and there's not a darn tootin' thing we can do about it. Yeah, it is what it is. Life is too short, and people had to make a decision. And again, I'm not holding it against them, but if you get a on the cruise ship, it's not me. Jesse told me to do it. I'm just giving you a heads up now, folks. And if Jesse didn't tell me to do it, Sir Grace did. Oh no, I wouldn't throw my brother under the bus. It'd be Glenda. So who have we got here? Let's get. We got a good number of people in here. Just starting. We got. Grayson Fires in here. Oops. Thank you, Glenda, for sharing it out. And if you have the means, I'm never going to say no. And if Hank was here, Hank could say no. He'd say, share Dad out. And I'd show you. I got my Friday night Hank pants on. We've got Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Rebecca, it was nice to see you at the meetup this year. And I saw you with your mountain of yarn, and you and Wendy knitting away, and yeah. And then your poor brother. We gotta teach Ronald that only birds fly. It's not good for us adults. We try to fly. It never works out good. And we know that. Well, Ronald knows that now too. But I was here. He didn't even go, ouch. That boy, he's one strong feller. But anyways, Ronald, if you're sitting behind Rebecca in your chair, g'day, brother. And we got Miss Rebecca. We have Jerry, which I'm going to say Miss Susan's probably not that far away. And Jerry was the second one to get the phone call. Put the brakes on. But I don't know what Jerry has planned. If Jerry was making a surprise for everybody. We were planning on 60 rooms. We were sitting at 45, but yeah. We got a whole lot of people backed out. So, that's all right. Like I said, family's number one, and it is what it is. It's a once-in-a-lifetime trip, so I would hate to see anybody take the trip and don't feel the best, and they, yeah, they don't feel the best. It's just, you know, yeah, I'm glad there's a couple people because, you know, like Jesse's been quite honest and open that this is a once in a lifetime trip. Well, if you're not feeling well, you're not going to experience the whole thing. And let's face it, it's a lot of money to just kind of feel okay. But, anyways, welcome, Jerry and Miss Susan. Joey. Joey's always in the house. And Joey did say, "G'day, first one in the house." Fisherman 506, "G'day, Lee." And if Carolyn's around, hey, Carolyn. Longcross Scotty, my brother from, well, about 8 hours that way. And that's about all he is about 8 hours, give or take. All that I'm going to do is drive down 81 and cut across 90 and into Massachusetts that way. Good stuff. Oh, I know what I forgot. Whenever Jesse comes up, I'll go get. I forgot to put in my apple cider vinegar. Believe it or not, but that takes away some of the taste. And Angie. Listen, girl. I appreciate you throwing out that $500 bet that the girls were going to take the guys. $500. Watch out. I got my helmet. I'm good to go. Don't know if my doctor will let me race yet, but Sir Grace, he's polishing up his seeing eye device. Puppers, he's got his little glasses. Because I can't drive. Josh can't drive. That leaves Puppers. Just saying. I'm just saying we've got ourselves one heck of a co-pilot. Actually, not a co-pilot. He's the pilot. Sir Grace and I will be sitting in the back seat. And over and over again, Glenda and Debbie will be saying, "Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, oh, there's a corner. Take the wheel." And Puppers, he's going to be smiling ear to ear, and his ears are going to be flopping. Don't worry, we got this covered, boys. But thanks, Angie. $500. Oh, way. Tony, you got yourself a good lady there. Hey, Xander. Oh, geez. Xander, you got to stay right away from those chicks. Because they'll get you every time. That little chip, 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 chip. But I tell you what, if you've ever heard Glenda talk about her Glenda, actually it's Sir Grace's special needs chicken, I tell you what, hopefully Glenda took a picture of Glenda because it was hilarious. That's all I'm going to put. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to have to watch. Maybe I'm not sure if Glenda's going to go live tomorrow or not, but next time she's live, you guys got to ask her this little thing. And there's another surprise. She can explain it a whole lot better than I can, but all I got to say is she may or may not have had to chase something around the subdivision that she's not supposed to have this certain type of animal in. Susan may be watching on her own TV. Well, all right then, Jerry. We'll cut her some slack. Sir Grace is not here. Good thing you never know what the nurse gave him. I do. Hey, Jin. Yes, that I'm sure he's been. If you haven't seen my live, you got to watch yesterday's live. And again, she'll explain everything whenever she goes live, but it was funny to hear the whole story. No? Oh, Angie. No. Jesse would never embellish. No. Don't ruin it for me. Santa Claus wouldn't do that. I still believe in Santa Claus. And I'm going to have to say, I tend to believe Santa Claus and Santa Claus would not stretch the rules. Santa Claus will not stretch. He's right on. Spot on. It was $500. I tell you what. The men thank you. Tony can't do a whole lot, but we thank you. You have 107 chickens? You crazy. We had 30 on the farm. And I thought that was crazy. Especially whenever you let them out and decide that you got to go somewhere and you're not sure when you're going to be home. Try to round them up. Doesn't work. That's why one of those little electric doors. Yeah. But I think it was Glenda that sent it, or was it Jesse? But anyways, the chicken was smart enough that it knew that if it pecked that little button, it could open and close the door. It's crazy. So people that say chickens are stupid, I beg to differ. That's all I got to say. Yeah, somebody went on a field trip, Xander. And it's quite funny who. Well, I'm not saying if you're good for it or not, Angie. I just think that's that's an amazing gesture to give the guys $500 because you're going to lose. So to actually come out and do that, right on, Angie. Just saying. I'm not just crazy. Xander, you do live in a zoo. You got little ones. You've got sisters. Uh-huh. I totally agree with you, brother. Totally agree with you. 5 roosters, 80 chickens, 27 chicks. Wow. Thank goodness you don't drink, sir. Because that would be, well, you'd need a little medicine to calm yourself down. Oh, I was supposed to text somebody before this started. Ruh-roh. It's all your fault, Glenda. You told me that you'd remind me. Mm-hmm. I'm going with that. Where is she? There she is. There we go. Hey, Remy. What's going on, brother? And Remy is actually what a great guy. So if you guys don't know, Remy pretty much feeds his family off the produce that he grows in his gardens. Obviously he processes it, cans it and whatever, freezes it and whatever, but majority of it is all done via out of his gardens for the year, not just for a month or two. And so he's going to give his secrets, to which we're going to play for the people who, see? Boom! She's always on it. Hi, Danny. Danny. Danny and Terry going to be with us on the cruise. And other than Lee, I already know about you, Lee. And Danny, I know about you. If others had issues with pricing, please email me. Don't air it out in the chat. But if you had issues with, I'll come right out and say it, Peter, please put your issue, give or take rough time frame. Because I'm finding more and more folks didn't get what Jesse and I negotiated. And I'm not too happy about it at all. Man, I wish I was rich. Okay. Then I could come down and stay with you instead of a freaking hotel that costs us $1,000 in hotels every time we go down, if not more. I wish you won some money too and bought a cottage right on the Rustigish. I'm okay with that. I could stay there. Mm-hmm. And there's Jesse's girl. Hey, Miss Lisa. And yeah, Jesse, if you want to come ahead. $1,000 in hotels whenever so Remy lives right now 15 minutes from my mother-in-law. Remy worked in the same town, or Remy works in the same town that Debbie, my wife, grew up in. So every time we go down, it's minimum $1,000 for hotels. So because she's in an old age home now, and or I guess that's not the right word to use now. It's assisted living, I think is what they call it now. And it's actually ironic enough that Remy's grandparents, before they passed, were in the same facility as what Debbie's mom is. So it's kind of sort of, are you saying at Trump that, no, we stopped him at the border. He wasn't allowed up in Canada. And that's a true story. He tried to build one of his Trump towers in downtown Toronto, and with no collateral, no overhead, and they weren't going to let him build in downtown Toronto without having the finances to at least pay for what he had planned. Like I'm going back long before he was even into politics. But he tried to go to Toronto, and they just turned him around and said, with your history, you need a letter of guarantee. He had to guarantee the dollar value was covered, in case everything went awry. So, yeah, little backstory for you, Joey. Take 4 days to get to Tin Killer. I was going to say, Xander, I'd be 3 days. Well, 3 and a bit. So if I was to leave my house, go to the Windsor-Detroit border, or I'd cross at Buffalo, not sure which one, go to sleep, wake up, Glenda would be 8 hours from there, and then she's 10 hours from Tin Killer. So I could push it hard and do it in 2 days. But again, why? I enjoyed whenever I was driving 18-wheeler, and I could watch the different sceneries and see where the football stadium, because a lot of the football stadiums, NHL stadiums, NBL stadiums, you could see them all from your major interstates. So it was actually kind of cool being able to see different areas of interest for me. And yeah. Serge wants to build cabins on his property, so maybe soon. Oh, really? Oh, that's really cool, Remy. With the cruise, we may try to make it once this summer, but it's only going to be like for a day or probably 2 or maybe 3 days. Just enough to say hello. And soon, if I find out we're going to do it, then yeah, let's see what's open. Let's see if he's going to do any fishing charters, stuff like that. Don't you stay down there too long. You're going to eat all my M&Ms. Glenn,
would you quit your whining, boy?
Well, Glenda finished them all yesterday.
Well, good for her.
Well, I don't think it was very nice.
When you got things to, you just got things to do. Sorry about that.
Well, especially whenever I'm trying to save, because I'm trying to learn from Joey on how to save. And I was cutting down the number of M&Ms. One little package, if I split it in half, that gets 2 people down in the basement.
Yeah. Well, at least, well, sometimes I miss on Miss Ann. She don't leave me anything. I got to bring, that's the only one I got to bring my own lunch.
You have to bring your own snacks?
I got to bring my own lunch, my own snacks, everything when I go to Miss Ann's. I thought you was tight. I mean.
Whoa.
Yeah. You got to be extra special to get snacks from Miss Ann.
Yeah, I could not do that.
I didn't do it.
Hi, Miss Lisa.
Don't hate me.
Uh-oh.
But look what I picked today. My first 2 tomatoes.
Roma's. She picked them because she didn't want the birds to get them.
I didn't want the birds to get them.
I said, they got to eat too.
Not
God has to feed his birds just like
I picked mine today, or no, I separated mine today.
Oh man, hers are 5 foot, 4.5 foot tall. The plants, taller than Lisa. Yeah, she's already got a whole bunch. The beans, they're growing like wildflowers.
1/10 of an inch high. Oh, Angie says I don't share mine.
You don't share your M&Ms?
I don't either, Angie.
Well, hey, I was just thinking, Jesse, think on how many M&Ms we can buy with $500.
Yeah, she was a little bit. Well, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but we have a bet, $100 bet. She just don't know what kind of $100 I'm talking about.
I do.
Us girls can play that game.
They're not going to win. I don't care what you say. They're not going to win.
Oh no, you don't.
No. Angie's going to take off, and she's going to have a flat tire. Oh, I'm sorry, Angie. How'd that happen?
You're going to hear her scream like a little 2-year-old girl as she's going over the side of the ship. Jesus, take the wheel. She'd be like Barney in the Flintstones. Her feet just are going underneath the cart.
She's gonna be the only one on a go-kart that doesn't have tubeless tires. Miss Ann, don't be ratting me out, Miss Ann. Come on now.
Oh yeah.
Back to hell. No, she don't get mad. She gets even.
Even.
She gets even. But anyway, so I guess you were telling everybody about. Sorry, I'm late. I guess you were telling everybody about the
I just kind of hinted on.
What all did you divulge?
Okay, well, we're down 40 people or 40 cabins.
Yeah.
We're down to I in between 20 and 22, I think.
That's 18.
Is it 18?
Yeah.
So we're down to 18. rooms.
Yeah, but you forgot about the half ones, Miss Lisa. There's half ones in there too.
Oh, okay, the half rooms, the singles.
Yeah, there's like three singles, and
They're in there.
I don't know. They told me it was 22 or 23. So,
But there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that for whatever reason. Now you can't, like I say, you can't really understand. Some are health issues. Some are situation with the finances. And I know one of them came up to me and said, "Sorry, we couldn't make it." She worked for the government and she lost her job. She'll be paid until September, but that's it. And then she's gone. She's out of money or what until she finds another job. So I can see why she would cancel.
no income.
There's no guarantee she's going to have a job.
Yeah.
So, it's understandable. If you don't have a job, really kind of hard to. Well, then again, if she did get a new job, she may not even be able to get the time off because you don't have the vacation, right? So
That's right.
There's another reason why you probably have to cancel.
Absolutely. Hey, Miss Linda.
But the 18 families that are going to be there, we're going to have a great time with those 18. But listen, folks, let me say this: just because you couldn't sign up now with our group, you can still sign up. The boat still has openings, and if you go to ncl.com, they got like $1,000 off the cruises now, free airfare. They got there's a bunch of free stuff. It's still open. You just won't be part of our group as far as the financial side of it.
That's what Danny's mom's doing.
Yeah, so you can still
She called Peter. Yeah, she called Peter, and it was
there's an opening. You can get in.
It was cheaper to go not through our package, but through the 800 number, which again is why I want to know, because I'm going to go back at them. We were told, and both Jesse and I know we've triple, quadruple, and quadruple checked the quadruples on Terry. Like, we knew we were saving huge amount of money.
Well, the reason
and then to hear all this stuff lately was really disturbing for Jesse and I.
Yeah.
But
one of the issues that I have is there's so much turnover. They have all this turnover in all the different departments, and one department tells you one thing, one group, and then another person tells you another thing. It's like, you guys got to get together.
Yeah. That's going to be one of our big criticisms to them. And, like Jesse said, we learned as people that, Jesse and Lisa and Debbie and I, we would have been going anyways. Yeah. But we were like, let's see who wants to come with us. But like, we said, if we're ever going to do this with a whole bunch of people, it is not going to be 2.5 years out. Yes, no. We did get a good price, and we got amazing amount of money, and so yeah, I just want stuff that we can go back, because we always, whenever you have a big group like this, they always come back and say, let's have a meeting and what can we do better, and if you guys would have done this better, we would have worked better together. Not that we'll ever organize another great big event, but you never know, right?
Right.
But all I can say is we are honestly going to have an absolute blast. Nothing's going to change. We're still going to have, because if we were to take the casino pull away, Miss Lisa, she'd sit down in the middle of the casino and pout until we had the casino pull.
That's right.
No comment.
And Debbie'd be right there with her. So,
Yeah.
you know.
So the folks that are in the chat, if you're on the cruise, make sure you go in there and create your NCL account. You don't have to do it on the computer. Go online, and you can you can go download the NCL. I can't even see that, boy. There you go. You can download the NCL app, and it has everything you want to know about that ship, all the different shops, the different decks, everything about your stateroom, your payment status, your rewards. I mean, it has everything in here. All your activities, your itineraries for each single day, has it to the T. Everything's right here, so you don't have to worry about getting a piece of paper in your dorm room, in your stateroom. Although they probably still do that anyway, but
they do.
Everything's on your phone. You can follow everything but you have to download the ncl.com app. And if you look for it, it's going to look like this. One would you?
And
NCL.
Yeah. And there is an option that I believe once we're on the ship, we can figure this out with guest services, but I think it's like $5 per person. And we can start like a little chat thing. Hey, we're gonna go upstairs, and
No, I don't want nobody to know where I'm at. I'm gonna hide out. In fact, I'm gonna ask the captain if I can stay up in the Lido deck, or up in the what do they call that, where the captain sit, where the captain steers the ship. I'm gonna stay up there. I don't want nobody to know where I'm at. I'm on vacation. Leave me alone.
Well,
leave me.
As long as he ties one of those big, like, orange flags to his bottom end in case he falls over.
Yeah.
That's the last thing we need is PETA.
There'll be none of this, man. No Mod Father that week. There's not going to be no lives that week. No, you're just going to have to, it's going to be, everybody's going to be coming back saying, what happened? It's like everybody fell off the YouTube earth. What happened? Well, we took a vacation.
It's everybody's vacation. So if you guys happen to get some information, watch it. It will be, it'll be hashtag, cruise, or we'll figure out how
on the ship. And when you get on port, whenever you go to port, like if you go to Juneau and Skagway, and you can go live from there as well. So you'll be off the ship. Yep. And a lot of people do. Can't wait for you guys to see this. Y'all are gonna love Alaska. You're gonna love the trip there. The trip alone is outstanding. And
hey, Troy,
I think there's like I don't know, 15 shops on there. There's restaurants galore. There's it's just mind-boggling.
There's all on the app.
1,500 activities on the boat for the whole week. There's a ton.
There's a smoking casino, non-smoking casino. There's little pubs. There's a library. One thing I do really respect about NCL is they do have a room.
Hey, Barbara Forward.
It's for military personnel, vets.
Oh, and that's a good point. Make sure you let NCL know if you're a veteran, or active duty or veteran, because you get an extra 10% off. Don't forget.
And if you happen to get United as an airline carrier, they offer 5% discount to veterans.
Angie, I won't be in my naked room. I will have my swimsuit on. Okay, I will have my swimsuit on, Angie. That's not naked. When you cover up the skivvies, you're not naked.
That's right.
Now,
so it's just There's so many different. If you just want a quiet day to read a book, there's a library, guys. You want to sit around a pool, okay.
So, Miss Anson, what else do veterans get? Veterans get a little quiet time. They give you a little quiet time. They got a little room just for veterans where they can go in there and just veg out and don't have to listen to nobody.
I think everybody can go, but if it's full and veterans go, like, say a lot of our group was there and more veterans came in, it would be disrespectful for me not being a veteran, delete. The only thing that I'm included in a veteran is with United. And Miss Ann, this goes for you and Worth also. Oh no, you're not going with United. Because Kyle serves, being his biological parent, I get the military discount through United. So it's a blast on the ship to go and buy maybe a Buc-ee's.
I don't think there's going to be a Buc-ee's. Well, you know what? I did see an ad for a Buc-ee's cruise. I think it was Brampton Gardner that sent me that. Who sent me that?
A Buc-ee's cruise.
There's a Buc-ee's cruise. I'm on it.
Well, it wasn't me. I've never even heard of it.
It wasn't you. Who was it sent me? I think it was Brandon.
Oh, it probably Rochelle.
Who sent me that? I'll be doggone it.
Oh, Glenda said that she saw that also, Jesse.
Right?
Now, next steps for the folks that are going. Our biggest hurdle is over. It is paid for. If you want to get the picture package, stuff like that, buy it on the ship. It's cheaper. Water. If you want water in your room, they do have distilled water. Debbie just buys bottled water. She prefers it that way. So yeah, we normally get like 6 1-ounce bottles, and that fills up her machine. And then if you go upstairs, you can refill them. Because on the backpack, our backpack that we use to just do our excursions with, I have the corner. Okay.
So we got 114 days to go, folks. And if you log into your NCL account,
that's the sale.
That's the sale, yes. And then typically 60 to 90 days before that, you'll get your information package telling you all about your tickets and all that kind of stuff. But I did want to show you this. If you go down on this NCL thing, there's the place down here. Here's where it breaks out to your payment, your prepaid service charges, essential travel protection, your transfers, your guests, ship, the stateroom, everything about what you need to know before you go. If you click on this plus button over here, it'll give you all the information you need to know prior to going, and it's all categorized. Okay, so you just go to these categories. If you have any questions, all your answers can be answered right here. That's why I tell you to download the NCL app. So,
and right now, the only thing you can do is book our specialty dining. And if Jesse was to go over to dining, back to your main page, go to dining.
Go back to
your main page. Yeah, no, go to your main page. Not this one, go back one.
Oh, go back one, okay.
My vacation will work too.
My vacation, okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I want to show you this too. Look, there's 113 excursions, 15 dining locations, 14 entertainment locations, 15 bars and lounges, Angie, 78 spas, 52 gifts and more shops or whatever, 13 onboard activities. And one of the activities is bingo. You'll love to play the onboard bingo. It's a lot of fun.
And you can use your onboard credit for that
I
too.
never win. Lisa always wins.
I came close last time to winning the free cruise.
So what am I looking for? What do you mean looking for?
Go right back to your main page like this. And it says dining.
Oh, okay. So you want me to go to, is it Explore and Plan? It's a little bit different on the MCL.
Yours is different than mine.
What is right here? Dining.
Yeah, see, like this is mine, Jess. Mine's got a nice picture.
Well, yeah, because that's the app. The app's going to look a little bit different than the web page.
No, this is the app. Oh, you're on the web page.
I'm on the web page. This is a web page. It's computer. Yeah. So this is the 15. There's the dining right here.
So you can pick your specialty dining right now, or go through and look and see what you possibly want. Like there's, yeah, like they have French, Italian, steak, teriyaki, where the guy flips it in front of you, whatever.
That's the Benihana style.
Yeah, you've got smokehouse. Right now, if Jesse was to just click Le Bistro, the French one, right there.
No, I wouldn't. I would click the Texas Smokehouse.
He would, but it's not really true smokehouse. I actually no. I got to say, theirs barbecue's pretty good. Carnival, I didn't like their barbecue. Now, if he was to go up, Jess.
Okay.
Or down, go down. You can view your menu, and then there should be
right here, view menu.
Yeah, it'll tell you exactly, and then select after you're done showing the menu there. Then go to.
Well, I'm going kind of fast.
Go to Cagney's. Because I know that's where there was one issue that somebody didn't listen to me. But that's okay. Yes, Glenda, free. They're all free. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's fine. Sure. So over. Oh. Right now, it still says that there's a $60 service charge.
Cover charge.
That is not it. We get 2 meals.
Well, you get 2 in your package. You get 2 specialty dinings.
If you got a veranda, if you have an interior room, you get 1. But right now, and this is where Glenda got mixed up, is sorry, Glenda, I'm not throwing you under the bus.
Under the ship.
Under the ship. There you go. But it said $60, and Glenda was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to pay for that. So she went and she just picked one for free. And I said, well, no. It just tells everybody 60, but ours is included.
Right, because there's people who don't
selected it. Yeah, right. She selected it, and then whenever it went to the checkout, it was 0. So there was no money to be exchanged there. Like I say, the first night, and you'll have to read up on dining. I know Carnival gives you a free bottle of wine. I think NCL does too. But that's only the first night. And you got to look and see where we're going to be, because there's some ports where we may be having dinner at a port. Now, I'm not saying you can't come back to the ship and have your dinner. But if you want fresh king crab legs. Well, you know, you got to have that on shore. So if you look at our itinerary, I don't know if I've got times. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Juneau. So we're in Juneau for supper. We are in Skagway absolutely all day. Now, this is where we're going to go on our train excursion.
That's a train from 6:30 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Now,
right here.
you can tour their area, jump on the train, and go up the mountain. And then whenever you come back down, you go back to the ship. You can have dinner in the ship, or you can eat on land, whatever you want to do. But for those folks who haven't got it, an endless budget, go back to the ship. It's free.
Yeah.
And you'll see a difference of the bistro, or there's two other eating areas. They're included. They're free.
They're complimentary.
The bistro is just a little bit fancier than the two diners. Yeah, like Ketchikan.
Yeah, but Scott, there's a lot of people who ain't divas like you, so they'll eat anywhere. So like me, I'll eat anywhere. It don't have to be fine dining for me.
The only thing that I fine dine is too. I'm not paying for any more.
Well, I mean, if it's bistro or not, I'm going to eat wherever there's complimentary as many times as I have to or can.
Well, we can eat everywhere for free. We've got like two high-end dinings for free. We've already paid for it. It's part of the package.
A 2-meal dining package, yeah.
Yeah.
$50 toward the shore excursion.
That's
150 minutes, and then open bar.
Now, some people said they didn't understand that we only got 150 minutes. Yes, that's their basic package is 150 minutes. It's to give folks enough time to go off their Starlink on the ship.
I'm going to borrow somebody else's Starlink.
It's to get you from point A to point B, point, C to D. If you want to go to, whoa, hello. What's the bistro? It's a French, Tony, I believe. Jesse can pull up the menu for you if you want.
A bistro is a small, relatively simple restaurant, especially one offering French or of French-style food. That's all it is, Tony.
Yeah, like it's
how Mexicans got the Mexican grill? It's just like a French grill. That's all it is.
If I'm not mistaken, Tony, there's a Mexican, there's steak, there's barbecue, there's you name it. It's got every style of food that you'd want, pretty much.
Tony, if I know you're going to want to stay at the Texas Smokehouse.
Tony, you ain't going to go hungry.
No.
Guaranteed.
If you go hungry on a cruise, it's your fault.
Oh, exactly. And you want to see the bacon. Mounds of bacon. Jesse's just going to sit at the buffet. What are you doing, Jesse? Bacon. That's all he's going to say is bacon.
Yep.
We've lost Jesse whenever it goes to the buffet. Bacon's piled, a good 10 inches by 24 by, 2. And then they have ham, They have whatever. French dip sandwiches. No, I don't think they have dip sandwiches there, Xander. I'm not sure. That might. Then they have also there's also an American one.
You mean the au jus? He's talking about that au jus where you
he's
the sauce.
Yeah,
they might have it. I don't know. I've never been on the Encore. We don't know.
Night your menu changes. So if you don't like something the first night, don't worry about it. Grab a slice of pizza on your way back to your room. Or here's another one. Go to a different restaurant. And
last time we were on Princess, and that was the Love Boat.
Yeah, no, there's honestly, Tony, you're not gonna go hungry. And if you do,
what's that? Au jus. It's au jus, Tony, not as zoo, not a zoo. Au jus.
Excuse you.
J. What is it, Lisa? J. Yeah, Jaus.
Yeah.
Au jus. I guess it's like a French word for.
That's a French word for French dip there.
French for liquid dip.
Dip. Yeah. It's a beef liquid. Is pretty much all it is. Now there'd be no kangaroo on that.
I don't think so. Not kangaroo.
Now we could now. Oh, one thing, Jesse, if you have disability requirements, or if you have eating requirements, being your what's the big one?
If you have dietary restrictions, make sure they know.
Any dietary, and I mean any dietary restrictions. They will gluten is what I'm talking about. If you are gluten intolerant, you let them know. They will bake you a gluten-free cake. They will ensure that all this stuff is ready to go, but they're not going to bake it because of the price if they don't have to.
But Tony, it's with Angie. Tony, but if you're a glutton, you just eat whatever they have out there, just like me. I'm a glutton, so not a gluten, but a glutton.
Yeah, don't misspell it. He doesn't care if you're a glutton.
Serena's asking about how about a meetup at Lake Thunderbird in Norman off Highway 9. I can go if that's is somebody talking about a meetup now? Because she be talking about Norman, Oklahoma. I didn't know y'all were talking about a meetup. So Serena, forgive me if I missed something. Is there a question about a meetup?
Not that I know of. She just came into the chat.
Oh, she just came in. Okay. Yeah, we're talking about the cruise, Serena.
I'm telling you guys,
not a meetup.
We went in 2017. It's probably the most beautiful time Lisa and I ever had on a cruise. We've been on like 6 of them. And I tell you what, Alaska is the pièce de résistance. Well, I can't say that because I've never been on a European. I heard them Viking ship cruises are pretty good too. The Viking.
It'd want to be for the 12 grand per person.
So I've never been to the European. I've been to Europe because I was stationed there, but I've never been on their European cruises. So, but as far as our side, you can't beat Alaska.
Yeah. So Alaska's going to wrap up my northern one. I wouldn't mind to do one from Canada around to Scotty in Massachusetts, and then it goes up to Newfoundland and then back down into Quebec City. I'd love to do that one. That would be a fall to get the beautiful like the colors of the leaves and fresh seafood and yeah.
I know where you can get a really pretty cheap cruise if you want to sail around the country of Yemen, down there by the Houthis. Imagine you can get a pretty good cheap cruise there. Yeah,
you might have to hold an AK-50 for them, but
oh, and once one meet up there close to her, Serena. Well, Serena, you're just going to have to just grab the bull by the horns and say, you know, we're going to have a meetup and just take charge
That's right.
and do it. You know,
Organize
that's how it gets done. Somebody's got to initiate it, Serena. And if it has to be you, then, you know, so be it. And then you talk it up, and get a bunch of people to help you out with it. And then so be it. But there's already so many in Oklahoma. It's like, I don't think they need another one, because they got 10 Killer. They got Mid-America. They got the Oklahoma. They have the Oklahoma, what's it called?
The one with Dutch and Ozark.
Ozark, yeah, the Ozark. They get the. Well, no, it's not the Ozark. It's
no.
I'll get it in a second.
Okie something.
The Okie Homesteading Expo.
That's it.
And then I think that's the only ones in Oklahoma. But they got so many in Oklahoma. I don't think they're gonna. There's not a lot of people have an appetite for another Oklahoma. I've had my fill of Oklahoma. I'm up to here with Oklahoma. Oklahoma, I'm just full of it right here. Oklahoma.
Honestly,
I'm playing Tony.
Yeah. And
we love you guys.
Just to be honest, Serena, there is so many YouTubers the other side of Oklahoma. That's where they have the meetups, is where the people are.
Well, yeah, and then next door in Arkansas, they have the Arkansas meetups over there. So, you know, and
you probably best
Alabama. So there's one in Alabama. The what's it called, Lisa? The Pedal from the Past. That's Alabama. Pedal from the Past. Then you got in Georgia. You have the Savannah one in April. That's Soul Family Expo. So Soul Family Expo. There's a bunch of them all around. Then you got the one in Kentucky that's coming up in I think it's September.
So I'm going to open up the gate. If somebody's got any questions, you feel free to come on up, guys. We'll answer what we know, or we will get you. For some reason, he seems to be calling Jesse and I back. That should be changing, because I had a chat with him last week. There's the link. You know, we've had 5 different people try to help organize our cruise. So too many hands in the pot always spoils the soup. So that's why Jesse and I are staying pretty close onto this to make sure everything goes off without a hitch. But again, it's our trip. It's your trip. And if something goes wrong, don't be angry, because it's going to ruin your entire trip. Just roll with it. You know, if you don't get this or you don't get that, mention it. They'll fix it. And if they don't, I've never seen them not fix anything. And NCL's quite high on people's books, but not a lot of the YouTubers go. How do I say this? Not a whole lot of YouTubers go on NCL because they don't comp free travel. Good, bad, or indifferent, that's the way they do business. They don't give trips away for free.
Yeah, Serena, you might also consider, see if you can stay somewhere, somebody pick you up and take you to the whatever hotel's nearest the meetup, whichever meetup you go to. If you can't drive, I know you probably can't drive, but if you can't drive, you may have to get somebody to pick you up and take you. Because there is going to be another meetup called the Mid-America in about 2 weeks. Yeah, we're talking
yeah, exactly 2 weeks.
Fridays from now. Not next Friday, but the Friday after, we got another meetup. And
I was going to say, because mine is the 10th, and then the 18th is the next weekend, and I bought Kyle and I basketball tickets. We got a new semi-pro league basketball here. I guess it's a farm team for the NBA. So I got his third row tickets. They're not that much. And it was Kyle's birthday Tuesday. So, and, you know, it turned out I did get out yesterday and have a look. We're looking at about $2,000 damage from the tornado. So it could have been a lot worse. Good
thing you didn't lose Toto.
No. Well, it just about lost Toto. It took Debbie in the air.
Hey, you calling her a dog? I'm talking about your dog. I ain't talking about your wife. I'm talking about your dog.
I'm worried. No. I'd go running after my dog.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
Could have been a lot worse. So
yeah, but you gotta look at it like this. Nobody was hurt. Now I know your wife could have been, but nobody was hurt. And all that stuff that got blowed over or blowed away can be replaced. It's just stuff,
Well, and that's what I said to you. I'll just rebuild a little bit at a time. And, I'll try to get the concrete this year and get a good pad down, and all winter I'll buy even 4 or 5 2x4s every week, put the money away, and next spring I'll buy the wood.
Well, so wait a minute. So do you guys have a recycling center or we have a, was it?
Yeah, we have a same as
Habitat
you.
for Humanity. So Habitat for Humanity, you can go buy stuff real cheap as far as lumber and, kitchen and restroom stuff. And you might be able to find all that stuff you need. Shingles, paneling, plywood.
Yep.
At Habitat for Humanity, or some of they call them the green centers, because there's a lot of recycling.
Restore? Does that make sense?
Restore, maybe. I think one of them. Yeah,
I think there's one there that we have here. It's called a Restore. And Debbie and I, our anniversary is on Sunday. So she's going to take me out for dinner tomorrow night.
How many years has she put up with you now?
We've been together 30 and a half years. We've been married 29 on Sunday.
So 29.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right, Xander. Every state's different, but we have stuff like Habitat for Humanity. We have a bunch of restores. We got a bunch of green centers.
Restore is national, like international, like North American is Habitat for Humanity. It goes right all the way up into,
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you got to buy your stuff, you might be able to find a good deal at one of those places instead of buying.
That's it. And the only thing is they put out their shipments Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, maybe, or Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And if you're not there, they're gone. And a lot of contractors are starting to go to these reseller places, and a lot of them got caught selling secondhand material that they got from the Restore that's not what the Restore was meant for.
Right.
So, yeah, there was a big issue, but
come on, boy.
What's that, Serena? You know that StreamYard has a way to set up captions for the live streams. I don't have the paid version anymore. Serena, I just I can't afford it. I know I had it whenever it was, but for me, with the way our dollar is and whatever else right now, our dollar's getting much, much better, but it's still about $500 for me to get StreamYard for a year. I'll look around and see what I can find out. But what's the one that hey Johnny? No. Restream, the one that Glenda uses.
Well,
it has a lot of features that Bottissimo used to have. So I'm starting to wonder, did Restream buy out Bottissimo and take the best? So Glenda said at the end, you know how you and I like that printout you got? Apparently Restream does all that now. It prints it out, all your stuff.
Yeah.
Angie, you be good.
Yeah, but they don't have
nothing but nice to you, Angie, and now you're going to throw me under. If I go off that ship, PETA's going to be there in no time, and I'm going to be in an aquarium.
No, you end up in a nut house.
Although I do like seafood.
You have all you can eat if somebody throws you off the ship.
Mr. Jim, don't buy lumber before you need it unless it's kiln dried. Yes, absolutely, Mr. Jim. My buddy has a lumber store, and that's why I said I'd wait until next. If I can get enough money together to get the pad down this year. But just, we still don't understand it. There's a swath of trees. This like one of my garages were built into the trees. Well, that's what floated up over the power lines, and Kyle was able to sprint across the road and tackle it halfway across the field in front of the house. And between him and Debbie and my middle daughter were able to drag it back. And I was sitting. So Tony, you were asking what happened. They're not sure if it was a very small tornado or a microburst, but did about $2,000 worth of damage. Like, yeah, if you were to fix it all at once, it'd probably be $4,000, but do a little bit at a time. I'll just find some place that I can store my oh my God. What are you doing?
I switched over to pin the StreamYard up on top.
Oh, okay.
So I just switched it
I'm
back.
like, man, you're making me dizzy.
Sorry. Get over it. Get over it. I pinned the StreamYard link up on the top, folks, because
you guys got the Kleenex ready. We have bidets. We don't need Kleenex.
No, she's talking about the crying. Well, y'all better have a crying towel. Forget the Kleenex. Y'all better have a whole towel. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, I got a hoodie. It's okay.
They have Angie as their lead driver. We got Johnny. Johnny's gonna tear it up.
Oh yeah.
My money's on Johnny.
Well, we're already teaching.
It may be fake money, but it's still money.
Exactly. We're already teaching puppers to follow Johnny.
All right, look who's there.
Yes, Sir Grace and I are going to be sitting in the back seat, and Puppers is going to be, following Johnny around the track.
Yeah. I'm going to be practicing tomorrow, by the way. So.
Oh, are you going to your one that you always go to there in Oklahoma?
No, I'm going to be street racing in Shakota tomorrow.
Okay. Street racing, really?
Yep.
I thought that was called
Chickasaw.
I thought it was called Chickasaw.
Shakota.
I thought it was Chickasaw. Like Choctaw, but Chickasaw.
You know what? I'm gonna next time y'all come up, hi Lisa. Next time y'all come up, I'm gonna get a name of towns. I'm gonna get a whole list of towns, and I'm gonna have you pronounce them for me as we.
Well, they're probably on the board, Johnny.
You're in trouble now, Johnny, because he's done that big time and on purpose.
Chickasaw. That's what I say it is. He says it's not that. It's Chickasaw. Like
Chickasaw.
Chickasaw, yeah.
Chakota.
No, it's Chickasaw.
Chakota. You're right.
It's T-A-H, Ta.
So what's going on, Johnny? What's new, brother? You're sounding a lot better. I will say that.
I have my moments. Whenever I sound okay, and then 5 minutes later I can't talk.
Oh, jeez.
But anyway, I've been doing my videos. I've been doing without talking because I can't talk, and so
you're getting them done.
Yeah, seems to be working out all right. Jesse, he turned me on to a channel, Simon Ford Man, and I watched some of his stuff, and I thought, well, if Simon can do it without talking, surely I can.
But the thing with Simon is angles. He got camera angles I know that guy must make 500 different camera angles on one video.
Oh yeah.
What channel is it, Jess?
Simon Ford Man.
Simon Ford Man.
Yep.
I mean, I can watch the whole thing, Johnny, just like this.
Yeah.
You don't want to break away because what he's doing is just real interesting on how he fixed something or redoes something, or it's just very smart guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We watched one last night or a couple of nights ago where he got a 77 Chevy pickup. It's all rusted out. He went out to Idaho and got it.
Yeah.
He had like 6 hand tools. And he did everything with these 6. He had like 3 wrenches, a crescent wrench, a pair of vice grips, and 2 screwdrivers. That's what he had.
And he probably had two or three cameras.
Oh, you know it.
Did you see the one? Did you see the one
cameras in the ditches everywhere?
Yeah. Did you see the one where he did the Gran Torino?
Oh yeah,
that was nice. He did a good job on that Gran Torino.
Yep.
And he doesn't restore them like you would see, like some guys they bring them in the shop, tear them all down, and bring it look like a show. No, he gets it running. That's all that matters. He gets the car running.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
does a little hot roddy stuff. He does some hot roddy stuff.
Yeah, but the most part, he's not one of those guys that goes in there and
no, he's not doing paint and body and all that. No,
he finds a piece of crap, and it's a piece of crap when he finds it, and he puts it back together and gets it running, and he don't say a single word.
No,
he tells you read the caption.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And he don't put very many captions on there, so
nope.
Because you know what he's doing. You just watch him. he films to where you know what he's doing. You
Or
know.
what he's
Okay.
fixing to do. Yep.
Yeah.
But it's all about them camera angles.
Well, yeah. And then Johnny put me onto that other guy there, and I've been binge watching him.
Which one's that? Pole Barn Garage, Junkyard Digs, Andrew Camarada.
No, the Dick something.
Oh yeah, Quick Dick McDick.
Yeah, quick. Oh my God, I belly laugh. Like
Yeah,
this
he
guy
is
is.
hilarious.
Oh,
He's
if
Canadian
you want some
too.
comic relief, this guy, he's from Canada, and he's a rancher and a comedian.
Yeah, he's a comedian. He at night, whenever he's not working with the cows, he's at clubs being a comedian.
Yeah.
He's hilarious. Yeah, that's his name, Andy. Quick Dick McDick. Look
Yeah.
it up.
Honestly, we're not selling you. He's
Okay.
from the Maritimes here in, or not the Maritimes. He's oh gracious.
Hi, Tony.
Quick Richard McRichard. Those politically correct.
He's
folks.
from the Midwest.
Mhm.
But whenever I said Maritimes, I was copying so Tony could come up. And yeah, just Tony
The link's
Maritime.
up top, folks. If y'all want to come on up, the link's up top.
Listen at that. Angie, that will be our race team name. They're going to name the race team Quick Dick McDick.
Oh man, are y'all gonna get pink jackets? We're gonna be racing for pinks.
Yeah.
We're racing for pinks, Angie. So y'all better have your jackets on.
Oh my goodness.
We're
That
going to have
is
fun.
hilarious.
We're going to have fun.
But even hey,
That's it, Andale. You got it.
Big Dick McDick, that's right.
He is
absolutely.
hilarious.
He's funny. If you need just a mental brain, just to turn off your brain for a while and laugh. This guy is hilarious.
Yeah, he is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the cruise. It's coming right up, folks, and I'm sad to hear that a lot of people have decided to go for whatever
40
reason.
people.
Is MT Homestead still coming?
Oh no, they had backed out a long time ago.
Did they?
Well, actually, I know I can say exactly who's coming. Just give me a sec. Because there's nobody on here that would mind if I said their name. Is myself and Debbie.
Well, I know it's Andale's coming.
Yeah, Brenda Baker.
I finally get to meet Andale.
Right?
Yes, we get to meet.
Hey, Tony and Joni too.
Yeah,
And-
finally get to
and-
meet Tony and Joni.
You get to meet Worth, who is Miss Ann's handler, or vice versa. But we'll give Worth a little,
Yeah.
So we've got Susan and Jerry, Miss Ann and Worth, Jesse and Lisa, Joni and Tony, Beth and Neil Cornett. And then we have Miss Ann's bonus son and daughter, Angie and Tony, Jamie and Nick Conway, Sandy and Dave Gibson, Felicia F.R. Humphreys. She's really, really just a beautiful soul. She's very, very nice. And then obviously you, Christine. 2 people, I have no idea who.
I don't know who they are either.
I have no clue. I tried to search who they were and I can't even find out who they are. So
Are you talking about us? If you're talking
Oh, no.
about us,
No, there's some people on our list.
No, there's
If
3
you're
people
talking
on
about
our
us,
list.
that's
Yeah.
probably true because Peter Fong doesn't even know who we are because somehow we're on a different list.
Oh, trust me. So Danny,
You're on our list, Johnny. We have the list.
yeah, you're on my list. I've got you right here, but
Well, I'm wondering that somebody else called us and
Well,
we said,
I
wait a
don't
minute.
know
we're
who
traveling
she
with,
is.
They said we were like by ourselves. And we said, what? And
They
said,
didn't know what they were talking about.
No. And even Peter has no idea who this lady is. So, where am I? The 2 people we don't know. Then we
Wait.
have Sir Grace and Glenda.
Time out. Serena says, what do you call a twitching cow? Beef jerky.
beef jerky.
Dum-dum-dum.
Dum, dum, dum.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Serena.
Then we have Danny and her better half, Terry. I don't know if you've met. Yes, you should have. You would have met Danny and Terry the first time you were a Tin Killer.
Well, I might have met.
You'll probably, how many people have you seen since that? So you'll probably see them. But again, like he was telling.
And we were there.
Oh, okay.
They
Yeah,
were there.
that's whenever Jesse got a call about his mom. That meetup. Then we have Jackie Saylor and her son, and another person we don't know. Well, that's who we got, and all the rest backed out.
Wow.
Oh, there's 40 people back there,
All right.
or 40
Lisa gets
cabins.
7 days. Lisa gets 7 days without having cooked bacon for me.
I know.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
more than that, 'cause
And
you know what? We're going to have fun no matter what. So it's
we're going to have to get up there early, Johnny, if we want any bacon. Because the bacon
Well,
monster,
what's
is gonna be-
new?
if he's ahead of us, we're in
Oh
trouble.
no, I've been around him and bacon, and he even saved me some bacon.
He did save you some Saturday.
Yep.
I agree with that. Yeah.
And I think maybe Tony maybe gave it to him or something, and then he saved me some or something. Is that how it went?
Something like that.
Tony,
Something like that.
Tony saved, yes.
it was all Tony.
Tony saved us something. We were, facilitating, MCing, doing all that. So he kind of put some aside and one of the ladies brought it to me. And I said, well, did Johnny get some? Because, I don't think, so that's why I said, well, I'm just going to save him some of this here.
Well, thank you.
But yeah, you know what? Whatever we did, we're going to have to double it next year.
Yeah, I agree. Whatever we cook this year, we just double it up.
We're going to double
Especially
it up.
on Saturday.
We need
Saturday,
to
you
start
ran out
baking
of
like
food.
a half hour before everything else. We need to
Yep.
start cooking bacon.
Nope. We're going to start cooking at 9, but we're going to start the bacon at 8.
Yeah.
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 And exactly, Miss Ann. That's what we were talking about yesterday. A smaller group is going to mean like a lot more closer, intimate fellowship.
Yeah, so we can all fit in Miss Ann's room now. We can go to her room and have a party.
I'm jumping on the bed.
Yeah, man, we're excited about that.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's going to be a
have you
blast.
have you met Nick from 247?
Multi-hunter 247.
I have not met him. No.
No, well, neither have I. So I'm all happy about meeting them, Nick and Jamie. That's going to be awesome.
I was going to say, I think the only ones I haven't met.
Is it raining outside?
Yes, I told you that. half
Oh,
an hour ago.
moly, it's raining out here.
Yeah, but it's not real hard.
Is Nick and Jamie, and then these people that we have no idea who they are.
Well, how do you know they're with us?
Because
Because they're on my list.
they signed up under our group, but we know that we don't recognize their name. And they
What's
could be
the
a family
name?
member.
What's the name?
Hang on.
Lisa, I sent you a text, by the way.
Oh, okay. No. Not yet, anyway.
Okay.
So it is Calvin Monet,
I've heard that name.
Loretta Samworth.
Family.
I've heard that
And then-
Monet name before somewhere.
And then Douglas Addy.
Addie Douglas.
Addie Douglas. Well, I guess we'll get to meet them.
Yeah.
We're going to get to see who they
Maybe we can get them to start a YouTube channel right there while we're on the
we
cruise.
did it. Yeah, Team Killer.
Killer.
Yeah, it is
So-
going to be awesome. Yes,
Yeah,
I've heard those names, just like Xander said. I've heard them before.
Yeah.
Don't ask me where, but I've heard them.
We're 18 full cabins. And then if you take in the partials and one off in the cabin, I think we're 23 cabins.
Yeah.
Scott, did you move from our floor to a different floor for the handicap? Okay, I was
Yeah,
wondering
I'm
because
just-
you were right there by me.
I'm right underneath you now. So don't be
Where am
jumping.
I in relationship to everybody? Where are we at? Who's close to us? Because MT Homestead was close to us.
You're not that far from Miss Ann, I think.
Oh boy.
So
Yeah.
you're in room 11-218.
Get the list up, Lisa.
So you've got Felicia and her husband on one side, Sandy and David.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sandy. So you've got no.
No, Johnny, you guys are in 11-222.
No. Oh, wait. Yes, they are.
Yeah, she's looking at the list.
Okay, so who are we close to, Lisa, since Scott can't quite do it?
Felicia is on one side of you. They're in 220.
David and Sandy Gibson are in 218.
And then the unknown people are beside you on the other one.
Well, thank you.
So if they're crazy, have a good trip.
They're in 246.
Yeah, we want to be between Lisa and Jesse and Tony and Angie, just like we were camping.
Well,
Well, we're
Yeah.
all in the same hallway, though.
yeah,
We're all in the
you-
same
I'll
They're-
share this.
it's either your hallway or down on my hallway. And I'm right below you. So
Are we even on the same floor?
So here's the ship.
Scott's not. We are.
What was your number, Johnny?
11-222, I think is what Lisa said.
11-222. Okay, so that's going to be. I think you're going to be down there by the muffler.
yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
Right there.
There you go, right here, Johnny. You see right here? You're right
Yeah.
mid ship, which is the perfect place to be if you don't want any swaying.
How come we're not marked in green?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because it's not open. Green means open. Go. Green means go.
Yeah, I think green means they're still open.
Okay. So none of you guys are in a green room.
No.
We're 11. What was it? 68.
No.
160.
168.
Yeah, we're right here. 11,
Hey, you
168.
guys are 3/4 of the friggin' ship across from us.
No.
No, it's not that far, Johnny. This right here is maybe
Just the elevators are right there.
50 yards.
I'm not even that. You've got to walk by his room to get to the elevators.
Well, close to it. Yeah.
Well, here's elevators right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The elevators. Yep.
So Brenda's in 162.
This is the back of the ship, and this is
Yeah.
the front of the ship.
Oh, okay.
Miss Ann's in 166.
Basically in the middle of the ship.
Yeah, Miss Ann's right here, 166.
Tony
Yeah.
Jr. 172.
Tony and Joni are 172.
Yeah.
We're 168. Who's on
Yeah.
170?
170.
I
Nobody.
think that's Butler. I think that's Butler.
No, he's at 164.
I was at 170, but
There's nobody on our list. On
there was
170.
no handicap rooms left on
Okay.
11.
What's a studio lounge?
It's-
What's
Studio lounge, that's single, that's one person, single
Yeah,
bed.
that's the people that have the single rooms.
Yeah.
That's the lounge for them.
So Jamie and Nick Conway are in 212. That's closer to Johnny.
Okay, 212. That's right here.
218 is Sandy and David Gibson.
218 is right here.
Yeah.
220 is Felicia and her husband Willie Humphreys.
They're right
Okay.
next to us.
Right there.
Yeah, so nobody's been in the green yet, Johnny.
Yeah, so nobody's on the other side of you, Johnny. That's on our list.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Like,
Glenda and Sir Grace are 252.
yeah, they're up front.
Oh, they're in
Well,
the-
Johnny,
Yeah, he's close to
what
the
you need to
other.
do is get on the horn and see if they can move you from 222 to 170 right here. That's next to me.
Is that empty?
It's empty. That's the one. That's what I was asking Scott. He was right there next to me. Now he moved to a different floor because he went to the.
Well, how do
handicap.
we do that?
Well, I'll call Peter tomorrow and see if I can get that. If I can manage that. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I'll see if I can get him to move you.
That'd be good.
Yeah. That way you're not way down there in the yonder land.
Yeah.
Where is that? Oh, he's down yonder.
He's down yonder. He's over yonder.
He's yonder down yonder land.
I actually looked, and yeah, I'm
Oh,
the
she
only
don't
one
want
on.
to be next to elevators.
Everybody must have, everybody that was on 10 canceled. I'm by myself.
Oh, tell Peter to call me. Not when I'll call Peter. I'll call Peter.
Call Peter.
I'll
Remember-
call Peter.
Yeah,
Remember, we're
John-
11.
If we
We're-
tell you
we're-
to tell Peter to call me, my phone will start ringing like right now.
Yeah.
No, do you want me to?
Did you want 600? here?
No,
Oh,
He's
okay.
he's not he's
no,
not
I'll call Peter.
he's not in. He's not in. He might. I'm not sure if he's in this weekend because he worked last weekend.
Okay, are we in a balcony room? 'Cause that's what we paid for.
We're in a back here.
Yes, you're in a balcony.
Wait, where's Angie's? She asked for hers.
Where's Angie? And
Where's
Tony.
Angie? Lisa?
Here, Angie is in 11208.
So she's right here.
Okay, they're just
Yeah, they're just
You're
up
right
there.
here.
poured
You're
down
right
to
here.
us.
You're right here, Johnny, right now, but they're right here 208.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
just leave us where we're at. We'll be good.
But I still need
Yeah,
time.
1, 2. So actually, you know what? Yours is better because yours is a room for 3. Yours fits 3 people, and the one that Scott was in fits 2.
Well, see, I'm 3 people myself, so
no, Christine.
You
can
gotta
have her-
have one spot just for your hat.
yeah, I need someplace to keep my hat.
if Christine wants to get rid of you, she still has a king size bed, and you're up on the single.
I'm gonna say it doesn't. It looks like it's far on the boat, but it's really not that far.
Just give me a sec, Tony. I'll look here, bud.
272. We're 272.
11172 is your room,
Right here.
Tony.
Yeah, you're right there.
So you're one room.
You're right
down
there
from us.
across from where Scott used to be.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're at 68. Scott was 170, and Tony and Joni are 172 right here.
And I'm on the 10th floor. You see where the red ones are, just up from Jesse. I'm one floor down right there.
Ah,
So what's it? I want to hear about what it's like when we get to the ship. Like, do we have an orientation or what?
We're all on the same floor except for Scott.
Yeah, we're on the same floor except for Scott. He's special.
and Tony said we have a naked room.
I'm not going.
That's
I'm
because
not-
Tony's gonna be walking around the ship looking like that.
Yeah.
Lucas, cover your ears.
Lucas, cover your ears. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Tony.
Oh,
Tony
yeah.
Creekside. You have a balcony.
Yeah, I think everybody along through there has balconies.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I'm just trying to look here. Do.
So I was trying to get our drink.
And if you want to, 11, okay, so let me go down. Where's
So
that?
this
Go back.
actually, if you look over, Jesse, this
On deck plan?
Kelvin Monet and Loretta Samworth, they're Canadian.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, they're Canadians.
Well, so all the Canadians need to go on deck 10.
And they were booked. They were booked just about. I don't see.
We need to
I
put them
could
on
get
deck.
it.
yeah, thanks, Jesse, says Tony.
See, hey Tony, don't worry about it.
Tony,
We're-
you're more American than you are Canadian. He used to live in Joplin, so I
Oh
know.
boy.
I've spent quite a few nights over the border too.
Anyway, and then
Yeah, no, these people booked a long time ago. Goodness gracious.
Remember,
December 28th of 23.
yeah.
so here's a balcony room right here, Tony or Johnny.
Oh, nice. See, I don't know any of this stuff. I mean, I'm sure Christine's looked at this stuff, but I haven't.
There's a top view.
Yeah.
You've
This
looked
is a
at these
toilet. This is a
rooms.
toilet. There's a bidet.
Well, come here and look.
And don't flush the toilet if the boys are hanging down in it.
No, don't
'Cause
flush
it's,
the toilet until you get the boys out of there.
Let's just say if they
Yeah. You'll go in there bull, but you'll come out a heifer.
now.
You'll go in a bull, but you come out a heifer.
Oh man.
And then so this is your closet right here. Little couch, little desk area, your TV, and believe it or not, these walls are metal, so you can hang your magnets on there. Magnets, and then obviously your deck. I'm not sure if it'd give you a deck view.
Man, that room looks small.
Oh, they're not
But
old.
They're
They're
not
not
that
huge.
big.
Not real big.
But Johnny, you're not going to spend a whole lot of time in the room anyways.
Yeah, let me tell you, Johnny, you can't pack a lot, so just carry enough to one night, one sleep overnight. That's it, and just wear the same thing over and over and over.
No.
Everybody just needs 2 people with a 50-pound suitcase is normally enough, but people always bring 2 50-pound suitcases just in case.
Well, I know Christine bought us some jackets, rain type.
Go down to the 10th one.
So this is a solo. This is a solo. If you have an inside solo room, this
Yeah.
is what it looks like.
Man, that looks like a cell.
But look, you see this right here? It looks like a TV.
That is the TV, but
Right, but it also gives you a view of what you would look like if there was a porthole. If there was, I didn't know why it keeps moving.
upstairs.
It lets you see exactly what's outside. So it's a camera actually that shows you what is outside. So you don't have a balcony, you could use the TV as your balcony.
All interior rooms are like that.
Yeah,
A little bit smaller than a hotel room, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, like those are very small. But they're the only cruise line, or they were. I think Royal has now seen how well they did. But they were the first cruise line to go solo
Cabin.
cabin.
Man, I'm pretty
Is that
excited.
10? Are you on 10?
That's 11. You want me to go to 10?
Yeah, go to 10.
We'll go to deck 10. Oh no!
Oh, sweet
no.
jeez.
Hey, Bodie. Welcome, welcome. There's Jamie Conway.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Oh, is it Friday?
Boom. I can't hear you guys.
You can't hear us?
What?
I can't hear.
No, can you hear us?
Oh, dang it. She
You
ruined it.
say, why you have to, why you have
Lisa,
that-
can't you get with the program?
Turn your volume on, Dork.
I can't hear.
Okay, so here we go. You said you want to go to deck 10? There's deck 10.
Yeah. And I'm 10-290.
Oh, I know why. I got it.
Okay.
Okay. I had my headphones on.
Oh,
10
jeez.
to what?
Yeah.
10-280, you said?
Yep. Lisa, Dawn.
10-290.
290. Woo! You're way back here, Bubba.
All I will say is I hope they have a do not disturb sign for the doors.
What I like is there's not a. Actually, it looks like that floor is pretty much sold out, and there's do not disturb lights.
Is that where
You
you
turn
guys
the
are?
light, and the light outside your room comes on if you want it cleaned.
Is that where you're at? 290?
Yeah, he's down here.
10-290.
Is that where
10-290.
Scott's at?
Yep.
But there's not a whole lot of green left on that floor.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
I'm
the two.
I'm
two right
excited
here.
about going
And
with
up front,
I'm excited about going with the NCL because man, I've watched some of those carnival deals and
Carnival
it looks like
to
a,
drink.
it looks like a
it's a
bleep
drunk show.
show. It looks like a bleep show.
Carnival is a party.
That's all it is. They do a
Yeah.
bunch of young kids partying. That's all it is.
Well, this is going to be old people partying now.
right.
Yeah, but it's people our age, Tony. It's not like 20-year-olds that are throwing up in the elevators and like really if you can't handle your alcohol, shut her down.
Yep.
Yeah. I done told Miss Ann that I'll be her designated driver.
That's well, considering you'd have to do it with my scooter,
No,
put her
I'll
in
have
my
to
back.
help- I'll have to help Worth. Okay, Worth, you get her one side, I get this. We'll take her to the room.
Hey, Bodie, it was good meeting you this
No,
evening, buddy.
she don't do nothing like that. Yeah, y'all see, we
Yes.
have Jamie Conway in the house.
Yep. Hey, Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie's
The first day on the
day
ship,
one.
Christine, the first day on the ship is like this.
Oh,
No, we should be
Ryan.
okay the first day because we're on the channel through to BC.
Scott, don't take it no further, please, because Angie's going to freak out after the second day. Don't do
What?
it. She does not like boats. And I'm talking boats, ships, anything.
Oh, Angie, you're not going to feel anything.
Okay.
No,
So you're
like
saying you would never join the
honestly, I
Navy?
would.
Nothing to worry about.
Hey,
There's nothing to worry about whatsoever, especially on these ships. You can see shore.
well, that's good.
It's like a little city.
Hey, Jody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly what it is,
Okay.
Miss Lisa. It's a little city.
Unless you go outside, most of the time you don't even remember. You can't even tell you're on a ship.
Let's see.
You can't. You don't hear the engines. You don't hear the rumble or nothing.
Oh, I
Like,
want to
yeah, like in the Manhattan room, that's the dining room near the back. You might feel if
Oh,
the
that's
pilot or the captain, if he's hit something, you might feel a little shudder in the down below, but not a whole lot of anything.
okay, Miss Ann. You said you want to know 176.
Yeah, 176.
Okay,
'Cause
you're 1, 2, 3. There are 4 rooms down from us.
Miss-
Oh, she wants comparison probably to Sarah's room. So 176 is Sarah and them, and Miss Ann and them are 166.
Right, and I think the plus has got 4? Is it 4? Yeah. The plus
4.
means it holds 4 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a 4-person room, and they're in a 3-person room.
I don't even know what room we got.
Huh?
11,
You're
You're in
Tony.
208.
Yeah.
You're in 208. You're right here, Tony. Right there, and Johnny's right here. You're 208.
All right, cool.
Well,
Yep.
it's really good though, Tony, for you and Angie. Anytime you need any extra towels or whatever, the staff area is right across from you. Those are interior rooms, and then there's that void, and then interior rooms. Well, that void is the staff stairway up, down. Yeah, no, that's
Now,
where they'll get all your extra towels and sheets and.
you said interior rooms. I thought I had a balcony.
You
No.
do. You do, Tony.
The side of the ship.
They said there's interior rooms across from you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got you. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I heard the last second.
We got you, Tony. It's okay.
PB 1212. Who's on our floor with us? Everybody's on the same floor, Jamie, except for Scott. Jamie,
Yeah.
everybody's on deck 11, that's what the 11 stands for on your number there. 11212.
Jamie, you guys probably are real close to us with that number.
They are.
12.
So we're in 222, and you guys are
So
4 or 5 up.
Jamie and Nick are 212.
Right here.
One side they have Sandy and Dave Gibson. And oh no, you've got nobody for a while, and then you have Tony and some lady named Angie.
Where are we at? You said 206, right?
Yeah, you're 208.
Right here, Tony.
All right. Okay, there we are. Okay.
Look at my mouse. You see that mouse right there?
I got it.
Right
Wait,
there.
Where's Christine and Johnny?
Right
Right.
there.
There, where he's pointing.
All right, good deal.
And for every 2 rooms, there's one entranceway out of the,
How many times you gonna ask them?
like, yeah, there's one entranceway off the hallway for 2 rooms. Scott, where are you at? Down 1 floor up near the front.
Oh,
Hey, Angie.
go get the chair out of the thing.
Hi.
Go get the chair out.
Hi, Angie.
Hey, she'll be right back. Go get the chair out of that closet.
Yeah.
Hey, I can hear you.
Yeah. Tony,
Don't flash,
boy,
Tony.
We can hear you.
You can hear us, but you can't see. Oh, you gotta move.
Here too.
Well, you just
Right
better,
now.
I ain't changing nothing.
No, we close the door. Hey,
you better make
Hey,
sure you don't come
let-
back with the mankini on.
We're gonna change
Y'all quit acting like us, Tony.
Redbird live now. So
there we
Yeah.
go.
Angie shows up. Angie showed up. I can't believe it.
Heck, all right, never mind.
She wasn't there.
Yeah, no, we're having a Brenda live.
Okay, now Lisa showed up. Man, see what you started, Angie? No,
Oh,
Christine,
my
sorry.
goodness. That was
Where
fun.
you at?
Oh man.
You
So yeah,
were early.
Do what?
we're so Jamie, you weren't here, but we had 40 cabins back out. So there's roughly 23 cabins that are with us. So it's going to be very intimate and a fun time.
Oh, it'll still be a blast.
Hey, look at the hand. Nice hand.
Ooh, there's somebody coming in.
Oh,
I did.
Johnny, you have a pretty hand.
Yeah.
My goodness.
We're gonna have so much fun.
Jamie, he's on a wheelchair accessible room. That's why he's on the 10th floor.
Do you want to?
My wife said that if I wanted to be married after I got off the ship, I'd best have a scooter on the ship.
Oh dear.
So it's taking it's going to be tough, but it's pretty hard to acknowledge that you need that kind of thing.
Yeah,
What?
Scott's on the Canadian floor.
Hey,
He's on the Canadian floor.
Hey, we can have scooter races.
No, you're not on no scooter.
You're no fun.
I think
I know how you are.
Jackie.
oh, don't worry. We've already got this all figured out. $500 a race.
Mhm.
I don't know where you got $500 from, but I know I'm putting my foot down. That ain't happening. I heard 100.
Well, yeah, it's 100 per race. 5 races is $500.
Hey, we're not gonna make the rules after we start racing. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna write it out and everybody's gonna sign it. I'm a real girl.
Oh man.
We're gonna do a weigh-in.
And we're gonna do a weigh-in.
I mean,
Good luck with that.
Oh, a weigh-in. Oh, we lost.
Yeah.
no, wait a minute.
I'll give him $100 right now.
Are we doing a weigh-in to see who weighs the most, and I'll win it?
Depends on what we need to weigh.
Oh, I
Go,
beg to
Angie.
differ.
There you go. There's your 100 right there.
I got one of them.
I want my $2.
Oh, my $2. Well, are we gonna
Does
bet
that have to
$2?
be
We're gonna
Canadian?
bet $2.
Does that have to be Canadian or
Yeah.
American?
I've got them too. Hey, Jesse, seeing you had that $2 bill, do you know that they're finding there's quite a few little flaws in a very limited run of those $2 bills that are bringing good money?
Do they even still make them?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna bet Angie $1 million.
No.
$1 million. Bro. Have you ever
$1 million.
seen a $1 million bill right there, Bubba?
Yeah, no.
Take it or coffee.
You must have run out of ink on your copy machine for that one.
Oh, that one doesn't go to the copier, trust me. Yeah, I don't want to end up at Leavenworth.
So, Bodie, if you're still here after listening to all this mess, this is a cruise that has been Scott, Jesse, and put this all together, and we've been planning on it for like what 2 years now.
Well, since-
Yeah, over. Yeah.
So yeah, since we met
Almost
you guys,
three.
I mean, I think we were talking about this right after I met you guys, and
Well, we met you at Tin Killer, so it would have been the next February we booked.
yeah.
So
right
yeah,
after, yeah.
February
And Bodie is still
2020.
here.
He's still there.
Yeah,
See, Glenda's in for this.
I'm down for the scooter race.
Oh, don't let little Miss Glenda think that
It's dead or getting
that
dead.
she's not up for a good race.
Oh no, she'll probably beat all of us.
She's already put her foot down and said that we can't let the puppers drive, Sir Grace and I. What she doesn't understand is we may just have to pour her a good stiff drink.
So it's the girls against the guys, one race. Winner takes all. Robin is racing.
I'm gonna say we got like Scott said we had what 5 races.
Well, we're planning a 3 race, but with 40 people backing out.
Well, so what I say, one only counts. We got like 3 or 4 chances to get down the road to figure out how it works, and then game on.
No, we're going.
We can do 3 races.
Going off the trailer, buddy.
We're doing this.
Off the boat.
You get on, you race. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. Now, I'm going to say something.
No, we're
You
not.
cannot take nobody out.
That's right.
No, it's not. You
Rubbing is racing.
you're not Dale Earnhardt. You're Angie.
Well, I'm going to be Dale
You're Jeff
Earnhardt
Gordon.
today.
He sits back and
Peace out, bro.
Oh, you guys are
And,
hilarious.
and you folks don't think that we're not going to have fun on this shit. Crazy. Because
Rubbin's racing.
whole ship is going to be the entire time.
How
All
long
you got to do
line?
is add Tony into here as well. Oh, Lord loving.
it's going to take more to bump to move me aside my weight. I'm planted to the surface.
Amen, brother.
Bump and run.
I ain't moving.
Hey,
Yeah,
Tony, I just put the link up again.
What's that?
Talking to the other Tony.
It's at the top of the chat, Scott.
Oh, I didn't realize you had the link up.
Pinned it
top.
up to the top. I pinned it up to the top.
That's 2 hours ago.
So is Tony, is your mom there?
No, man. This has been a
It's been a bad weekend.
It's been a past 2 or 3 days completely from family, everybody playing everything. My mom's not coming, which she's not doing good at all. And then my brother said he's coming. And so we still planned. We did everything we needed to do. And then I drove up to Tulsa this morning. And when I'm about 2 miles from me, he calls me. He says, "Hey, I didn't make the plane." I'm like, "What the? I just drove an hour and a half and you didn't call me." It's not been a good. And then this whole planning it's been a long plan, but Brenda, Freedom Redbird was letting us use a side-by-side for my mom so she can get around. And my brother's dealt with cancer. He has something with his feet. What's it called?
Neuropathy.
Neuropathy severe. So we're going to use that. So we're working with her. She was postponing her leaving her home. She sold her property. She's going to start traveling the country. And everything was working for like 3 weeks. And everything come crashing down this morning.
The bottom fell out.
Big time. And so this morning I called Brenda. Hey, I know she's waiting on us so she can leave. I told her, you tell me when to be at her house. I'm picking up her lawnmower, her side-by-side to put it in storage. I'm going to take her side-by-side and service it for her still. And then she's going to hook up and leave. I've got to help her. She's been waiting on us for like 2 weeks. And I've got to help her tomorrow big time. I don't know. Tomorrow's a big day just to help her to get going. I don't know what's going on after that. I don't know. I know you're talking about raising Johnny. I want to go.
Bring her side by side and we can use it.
Yeah. The big thing is the one thing is that she's been wanting to go. I'm talking about Brenda and us. We have it's called Chicken Shack. She was wanting to go one more time before she left. I told this morning that let's go do this tomorrow night. Let's get you loaded up. Let's get everything done so you can hit the road as soon as you want. And so that's tomorrow. I'm back to being busy, but my family's been a complete.
So now he has to make a trip to Florida to see mom.
Yeah. So actually, I'll say this now. Because of the government, Angie just can't pick and choose when she wants to leave. Her vacations were planned almost a year in advance.
Oh my God, Angie.
Yeah. So we had to forfeit a meetup, which means we're not going to be going to Jan's. And the only reason is we have to have somebody here to watch all the animals and dogs. So instead of us going to Jan's, I already contacted her and told her, what's going on, apologize to her, but was it June 6th? I'm going to be heading to Florida to visit my mom because she's 84 and slowing drastically. I wish I could go down there even sooner, but there's nobody that's going to be able to stay here with the animals to take care of the animals. And that's it. Now, if something gets massively bad, then I will hit the road and she'll have to stay home and work with it. But this week, the past 3 days have been crazy. Today, the bottom fell out bad.
I'm sorry, Tony.
Well, especially whenever you're doing that for your family, and
Yeah.
it's a
This-
friend. Poor Brenda.
Yeah, because she's
If
been
it's
sick.
gonna go wrong, it's gonna happen to poor Brenda.
She's kind of waiting on us, but also it's not just us, but we had this a lot of rain. And I know where she lives, actually, where she lives, picture the old style days where they had the railroad tracks and they dug under the road to put a road in. Well, that road to get their home is flooded. It's been underwater. She can't get in or out either. But still, I know that it's a concrete bridge. It's really cool looking.
Toby.
Oh, Dub.
But it's just been bad. And it's just been, yeah.
It's a mess.
It's not just us. It's my whole family was planning. I mean, everybody bought all kinds of stuff, food. And I know my mom wasn't going to be here, but we continued, my brother. And, oh, yeah, it's not been good. I can't believe it. But
Alexander, yes, it's the first girl to win. We win it all.
yeah.
So we got this.
Who said
So-
that?
Alexander.
Tony.
Yeah.
One little word of advice: when you pick up that side by side, make sure you check the air in all 4 tires before you pick it up. Okay, because I don't want you to get accused of damaging any one of them tires.
Yeah. Believe it or not, she's had that side by she
You don't get it.
Yeah.
get it. I'm trying to just pull it off and let
I'm
it.
not going to give your deposit back.
Yeah,
That side by side, like in 2014, had never been serviced, and
Never
it's
Oh
been
my God.
never oil change, nothing. So I told her, give me it, and I'm gonna help. I'm helping her service it and go through the whole thing, and I'm gonna put it in her storage while she's gone. She's got a storage by her house, and when she comes back to figure out where she's gonna live, she can pick it up and run with it. So that's my plan to get that done.
she's thinking about living in Oregon. She's looking to go live up
Well,
there. She wants to check it out. Oregon, Washington.
She has like 5 or 6 spots that she wants to travel, and I know she wants to go up and end up near Tennessee, maybe Georgia. Definitely does not want to live in Florida. She's got like 5 or 6 places. I think the first one was supposed to stop at like, was it New Mexico or Arizona? I can't remember. She's going there first. And,
I think was on one of her lists.
yeah. She wants to do the round before she figures out where she's going to go.
Yeah. Well, you know what? She's had a heck of a ride lately too, with everything starting off with her husband and then
Yep.
her mom, and she hasn't had the and then those of you that know Brenda know the entire story, but
Yep. She lives about the max 30 miles away.
oh
From us.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We see each other once. Actually, her and Jan spent probably a couple of nights here with us. Yeah, it was a heck of a night. Ooh, 2 nights. Plus, we go eating in our
We had fun.
Arcadia Lake. There's a chicken shack. We really enjoy going there. So that's where we're going to go tomorrow night for sure.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Yeah, come on. Look up Arcadia, Oklahoma. You'll know where we're going to be. Right across from a red round barn.
I'll fly into Tulsa.
Arcadia.
That's basically North Oklahoma City.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I was in a tent one time. We had a bow shoot right there at Acadia, and I was setting up a tent, and that's when those tornadoes came through. The one that took out Frontier City and yeah, took out a bunch of stuff up through there. And I was watching a tornado on one side and a tornado on the other.
Jesse.
And the guys there, they go, "Hey, we've got a hotel. Take your tent down. We will go to the.
Hey, Toby.
We will go over here to the. You can stay with us in our hotel room. Okay, so I took my tent down, put it up, packed it up. We drove over to the hotel, and the hotel was gone.
Yep. Yep.
And you were in a tent.
Yeah, I was in a tent. That's the night we had to drive way down south Oklahoma City to find a room, and we finally found a room. And I'll never forget it when I went up there to try to get this room for us. I go, all right, we need a room. They said, all right, you want it by the hour all night?
Oh dear.
Johnny, I can go ahead and get it by the hour.
and the door would not lock whatsoever. It wouldn't even stay shut on its own.
No.
So I pushed I had an air mattress that I was using in my tent, and I pushed it up against the door, and I slept mashed up against the door to try to keep, we put the biggest thing we could find in front of the door.
Right. Johnny, a pew pew range really close to where you were doing that bow hunting thing?
Yeah, we were up there at the gun club and all that.
Okay, and you were probably from our original home, or 6-8 miles away from where we used to live. I know exactly where it's at because I was looking at some property up there before we bought this property.
Yep. I was there. That right there at the Oklahoma City Gun Club is what it's called, I think. Or
Yep,
something.
I think it is. Yep.
And we were there all weekend. I mean, even after the tornadoes came through, we went back the next day and shot bows.
Now, Tony, are y'all by Chickasha?
No.
No.
Dakota, no.
No.
It's a 2-hour drive.
Chakota is 2 hours from us. About 2 hours, I think.
No, Chickasha.
Well, it depends
or what.
Dakota.
It depends what part of the country you're from, Scott, Jesse. So you're south, so it's what you're saying.
Yeah. So whenever we show up at Mid America, we're going to show him a map of Oklahoma and tell him, "Hey, pronounce these towns."
We're gonna give you the turkey silver.
Y'all even have a Geronimo here in Oklahoma too. We have a Geronimo here.
Geronimo, huh?
Geronimo. Yep. Geronimo.
Bye, Scott.
There he goes. He's taking up.
All right. So what we're going to give away is Scott.
I think Scott said he's giving away some silver. There he's back. Never
Dang it, he's back.
He says, "What? Not."
Now there'll be an auction this week, though.
I thought you were giving it away.
Yeah. Hang on, let's see. No, not coming out. What we should do, though, is all of us on panel should go over and jump onto Brenda's live. We should attack Brenda.
Every time I've been over, I can't get into the abdomen thing.
Karaoke thing.
Yeah, she wants us to start singing.
Johnny, what did you say? You can't do what now?
Abdomen, the cowboy.
Okay.
Because every time I've been on panel on her live, that abdomen is like right next to my feet.
No, she's got the Freedom Redbird one up today.
Here's my abs.
Yeah.
You mean abba?
Here's mine.
Yeah. Well, okay, guys.
There you go. Hold on.
Good night.
Yeah,
Good night,
exactly.
buddy. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
As fast as I'm gonna be running, y'all are probably able to see that.
Looking forward to seeing you at Mid America, buddy.
Yes.
Yep.
So
In 2 weeks.
It's really funny, weird, because I've been watching for like 2-3 weeks, watching his shorts about his chickens. I really didn't know much about him until at that 10 Killer, and when he said his name, I went, "What? I'm watching your channel." I didn't know who he was.
And he says it fast. He goes, "Liberty Layer Hideout, Liberty Layer Hideout."
Yep.
Slow down.
The service dog?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did Sophie have her pigs? Piglet.
No. No, I'm waiting on a call. No, I don't. Okay. Three
8
things.
minutes. You watched her for 8 minutes.
Johnny, I know. I'm actually waiting on Dale to call me back, but
To make
three
it short,
things.
she's not pregnant.
Yeah. Now, three things is what I've seen is either she didn't take it and I watched it happen. I'm not.
You took it.
I watched it happen and I'm not weird. I'm not gonna say it
He
again.
is weird. He can't
Or-
be.
Either she didn't take it, or here's the thing:
She didn't take it.
stop,
Really?
hush, or she's not, because the whole time she has never shown any sign of being in heat. I know what to look for. She's never shown it. So either it's her not taking it, her or Sophie, Sig. I watched it and I have not seen her eat, so I'm kind of concerned that she's a problem. And I wanted to talk to Dale about it. And I was waiting to talk to him, and I was going to tell you it did not happen.
She could
Believe
have
me.
had a false pregnancy or anything. You don't know.
That's why I was wanting to talk to Dale.
Well, don't take
Blame
that
the
one.
female. Blame the
Think
female.
about it.
Yeah.
Christine, last thing I heard that the female holds the birth. Well, wait a minute. They say men can have them too, so never mind. Hold on.
No. Rewind.
You know, but guys, this with Sophie, there's a lot of people and us too that have been waiting, and she's never. I mean, she's bigger. I mean, she's like 100 pounds more than last year.
How old is she?
How many can she have at a time?
16, I think's the max.
Wow.
We had 9 or 10.
She had 12 last time.
No.
We lost a couple.
No,
Yes.
no, she had 10. We lost one because we didn't know what we learning. And the last one was with the afterbirth. Anyway, we're getting carried away. We had 8 good ones last year.
Good one.
Yes.
Good one.
Now, do you name
Come
them?
on, Angie. You got to get him under control.
I'm
Do you
trying.
name them, Tony?
What?
Do you name them, each one of them?
No. Nah.
That was only her first litter.
Oh
But
no,
no.
they don't name their pig Sophie or Sig or any of that stuff.
No, not the babies.
I'm talking about the babies. I'm talking about the babies.
I
Pork
told her,
chop, pork butt, ribs.
my other ones I had
We
were
did name
pork,
them. It was pork chop, bacon, ham, and
and then I called them Dumb and Dumber one year, Dumb and Dumber. But if it's Sophie, I don't know, I'm gonna talk to Dale. But I already told her that if it's her, they're going to freezer camp. Both will have
no, they're
to,
not.
and because you cannot bring in a new baby with Sig. You got to bring them together. So that means we start over. So I have to talk to Dale. I don't know. This is totally new to me, and I know what I was looking for, and it didn't happen. I don't know, and I watched it happen. Believe me.
Maybe it's stage fright.
when-
Maybe they locked up because
Dang.
you're staring at them.
When,
So
when
if you're bigger, we're gonna get rid of you too.
if you want, whatever.
Hey, tell me something. Now Sig is not going to be fit to eat. You know, you was talking about
Be
going to
sausage.
freezer camp.
Sausage.
It won't even be fit for sausage.
Oh well, okay.
That's
No.
what
No,
Oh, really?
I've done
Yeah.
way too many boar hogs.
He's not fit to eat.
You won't be able to stay in the house and cook that sausage.
It's worse than
All right, then I'm gonna. Anyway, we'll figure something out. But
I'd give him one more shot.
well, no, that's what I want to do. But I'm not smart enough. I'm trying to learn
I.
this.
You've been more than 8 minutes, poor guy.
Well, just give him privacy and light the candles and leave him alone, you know?
Hey, well,
Oh,
here's,
chick a bow wow.
Yeah.
well, see, here's the thing. I moved Sig with Sophie, and so I'm thinking I've got maybe 24 hours with her, and I was working in his pen to get things fixed. And when he was done, whatever that particular moment, Sophie was fighting to get his butt out, and it could become dangerous. As I've never seen her fight and be that mean. and I actually
Really?
tried to get in the pen. She was done with him. So I opened the door to put him back in, and then she was normal. I have a short video that shows that Sig was biting the bottom of the fence, holding on, and she was pushing him around. He's like, I'm done. I want out.
Typical lady. That's it. Oh.
But I don't know. I'm learning. I got to talk to Dale. So whatever. I know. I text him, and I'm just waiting.
Poor Tony, he's having a rough
Linda
day.
wants to know how it happened.
No, I know how it happens. Believe me, I've seen something that I've never seen before. Like, what?
Remember, that's like Ginger when her pigs,
Yeah.
she thought they were fighting. They weren't fighting.
Oh, they were fighting all right.
They were wrestling.
They're
Wrestling.
Yeah.
In the house, he says, "Oh my God, you're not going to believe this thing was going like this."
It was funny. Hey, I've never seen a pig. Anyway, and yeah, but yeah. That's my
Sorry,
thanks.
Oh man.
It's like this. It's like, all right, what's going on? All of a sudden it goes, whoo. I went, whoa. All right.
It's got that radar.
Was it kind of like this?
Yeah. Going all around, and I'm like, what the heck? What is that? And all of a sudden, boom.
The tails for a pig.
I was like, I'm kind of jealous. What the hell just happened?
Tony, we're gonna have to have a long talk, boy.
Oh, you won't hear it. I watched 2 sessions of that.
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
He
man.
just kept watching.
I could just hear the giggler going at it here right now. Hang on. Hopefully you're sitting down, Miss Linda.
When I told Dale what I seen, he goes, hey, because I told him I felt like a pervert. He goes, you weren't a pervert. You're a farmer. You're supposed to watch that. I said, well, you made me feel a little better, but still, that was weird.
He saw my short. Awkward.
Miss Linda said heat-seeking radar.
Yeah.
Oh my
Man,
this has been.
this
Hey.
one off the tracks, way off the track.
I think your live will do really good right now. It's going to go right through the roof.
Hey, and we only lost 3 people. That's pretty good.
But man, guys, I know a lot of people are wanting them, and I feel bad it couldn't deliver. I mean, but I don't. That's why I need to talk to Dale to see what happened. I don't get it. I don't know.
So yeah,
Well, maybe she took, and maybe she aborted, and you didn't.
she
realize.
could have aborted it. Yeah, absolutely. There's a million different things that could have went wrong.
Yeah.
And maybe she just didn't like to be watched, Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah, he was going to start
For 8
checking
whole
fishing.
minutes.
For a whole minute.
Never mind. I was going to say something. I can't do it. What do you want?
But yeah, it's all Tony's fault.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I got.
yeah, they can. I mean, I've heard of pigs, aborting, and you don't really realize it. Cattle do the same thing. And as a matter of fact, I think we've got one right now that I think she must have slipped a calf at some point.
Oh no!
And I just never realized it. So because she came back in the other day, and it's like,
Everybody was nuts.
what? Why are you in?
It was
I
awkward.
mean, that was a year ago when you had a calf. I mean, why are you in now?
That
Because
was-
they're with the bull all the time.
Is that her first one?
Right.
Last time? I mean,
Yeah.
this would be her second.
Yeah.
So, hey, real quick, Jesse, Angie, Tony, and Lisa. I don't know who else was in here that was at the meetup, but thank y'all so much for all you did at the meetup.
Yes.
We could not have done that without you. You guys are rock stars. If I could get you a trophy, I would.
Oh,
That name, rock stars.
You're rock stars. I'm gonna spill the beans. You're rock stars.
yeah, I'll take you for bacon.
We were happy to help.
Well,
We
y'all
love it.
just help. And then Jesse, we need to give you a bonus if somehow.
Mm-mm.
What?
Is you doubled as an MC and all this stuff. I mean, you're a man of many
Well,
talents.
You know what? Jesse wouldn't have it any other way.
I
He's looking down his bashful.
I think Tony. I mean, he's trying to figure out how to incorporate a mic into just about every facet of his day now.
He's got one sitting behind him.
No, we enjoyed it. We had fun. We love helping. So
Yeah.
You guys are just amazing. And I'm sorry if he hates the word rock star. He doesn't like square plates either.
I don't like square plates. I hate it when somebody says, "Oh, they're a rock star." No, they're not a rock star. They're just somebody.
we're happy to help.
It took all of us to put this on, and I'm happy to be part of it. We are.
Oh, it was fun, man.
Yeah.
I think it went off really good. Did y'all see Mike and Terry's premiere?
Actually,
Good job.
I watched like half of it, and I needed to come. What was that? Anyway,
It was
Ouch. About that.
what's going on?
8 minutes. Look out.
I have been watching it. I was skipping through, and it's pretty good.
He did a good job. He did a
Yeah.
good job.
it went off really well. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
And I only saw one little glimpse of the Aladdin.
No, I saw him quite a bit. I saw him at least twice.
On his
in
video,
that
I only saw him really once in the video.
I saw him twice. Once he was kicking the ball with the kids, and the other time he was coughing at the table while we were doing the.
Well, okay. Well, I didn't count that. Yeah, I saw him kicking the ball with those kids.
Yeah.
So, who is it? Is it an actual person or?
Yeah, his name's Aladdin.
Yeah, well, that's his name.
Are you talking about maybe starts with an S?
No, it's nobody we know. It's nobody. No.
Oh, okay.
We heard he's homeless and was living in a tent. He's been at the lake for a month, and that's all I know. That's all I heard.
Apparently he's living his best life.
And he's living his best life at the lake. But he's from Germany.
Yeah.
Well, he told Neil that he's from Germany, even though he doesn't sound German. So
He didn't sound German when he was just sitting there trying to win something. Well, he did win something.
yeah, he won a purse, didn't he?
giveaway.
No, he won one of Rebecca's.
Yeah, he did. He won a purse
He won a purse.
And a half a rack of ribs.
and a half a rack of ribs. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I think he got the whole rack.
and
He
a whole
wasn't
bunch of dessert and
You know, and I want to say this because I love helping everybody. I don't mind feeding people.
Right.
And to me, when people walk away with a lot of food, I'm hoping that lot of food is other people at where he's bringing it is eating it.
I'm sure.
Because I like help. I don't want people starving. I like helping people, and I do all the time.
I really don't think he was starving, Tony.
Oh, you got to be with Jesse just going for a drive in his truck. Honest to God, everybody thinks he is Santa Claus. In the middle of Louisiana, they picked us up at the airport. We were headed to the hotel. We were 3/4 of the way to our hotel. He's like, "Oh, let's get some scratchies and I don't know, some pop or whatever for the night." I forgot what we were doing. He wasn't out of the truck 5 minutes. You got $5, man?
I get hit up everywhere I go.
Everywhere. I've been talking to them on this thing as they're traveling, and he'll be out fueling. You got any extra money? Where the hell did that guy come from? Like,
Yeah. See, that never happens to me because I think everybody looks at me and goes, "Oh man, don't talk to that guy." He's probably got a pew pew somewhere on him.
No, I think God does it to me as a test. I hope I pass.
Yeah.
You never know who you're entertaining. God puts people in our lives and our
Right.
and that might have been the whole week.
I tell you what, I went to Washington D.C. one time, and this guy come up to me and asked me for some money, and I had no money. Because they had told me not to carry any cash, because of muggings in Washington D.C. and stuff. So I had no money. So I told him I don't have any money. I'm sorry. And I just keep walking. And this guy followed me for blocks, telling me that I was racist, I was this, I was that, everything. I said, no, I have no money at all. And I mean, it was bad.
My saddest thing was me and my sister were in Savannah and we went out to eat that evening down there, like by the, I don't know what you call it, the pier or something. And this kid, what?
Go ahead.
Oh, so this kid looked like he's 19 or 20. This is probably 10 years ago. He came up to us and we had like a bag of leftovers. And he goes, can I have your leftovers? And me and my sister about started bawling. I mean, because you just look like you just, real skinny and stuff. And you just didn't ask for money. You just asked for our leftovers and we handed it over. Sad. Maybe broke.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Well,
you can go back to
Lisa will tell you.
that's my story.
We can go to a gas station with 10 cars.
Yeah.
I'll pull up and a guy will take a beeline right to me and ask me for gas money.
You look like
There's 10 other cars here and you come right to me. God, what are you trying to tell me?
You have that. What do you call that? Probably that.
You got
spirit of
that
giving.
friendly. You got that really friendly,
That spirit.
approachable look, Jesse.
You're a
Yeah.
Where was that one guy? You guys, it wasn't, would have been not the last time you went to Oklahoma, but it was the time before. And you had stopped at that one rest station to let Toby go pee. You were fueling up, and this guy gave you this god awful story about having his family and somebody stole his, and like that. There's no way that it couldn't be real. Like, there's no way somebody could come up with the story that he told Jesse.
Yeah,
It was
the
crazy.
guy asked me for some money, and I didn't have any cash. I really didn't have any cash. He said, "Well, we're just going to get some cash. We're going to New York." I said, "We're in Texas. We're at a Buc-ee's. We're in Texas. You're going to New York and you don't have any money?" He says, "Well, we're trying to get there because we had to do this with a job or something." He gave me a sob story. I don't know what it was. I said, "Listen, I don't have any cash, but if you move your car over here, I'll fill it up with gas." He goes, "Oh, thank you. It was actually a lady that did that, and then he came and thanked me and all that stuff. But I mean, I didn't have any cash on me. I said, I'll fill up your truck, and that's it. So I did. I filled up his car, and then he went about his merry way to New York or wherever he was going.
Yeah.
But I said, man, from Texas, and you're going on faith? Whew. That's rough.
Tell you what, on our way home from 10 Killer, I kept thinking about the person we're talking about. And to me, because of what he was doing, I felt bad. On the way home, I just felt bad at what I was thinking. And
what were you thinking?
I felt bad because everybody else was talking about how much food he's taken or that type stuff. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I just started thinking I need to think for myself. And I mean, he was taking food. That's fine. I wanted the guy to eat. And I really do. I'm not thinking bad about it. I just felt bad that I thought differently.
We're just thinking maybe there's more to the story.
Yeah, there could be more to the story. I just had, my heart was opening up to it. And I don't know.
That's okay, Tony.
That's all right. That's all right. Just like Christine said, that's all right. But the thing that I had going on was, I did not do anything to him or say anything to him or anything like that.
Right.
But, if you come over there and you grab a full pie or something and take off to your 10 or whatever, I was going to mention it, that maybe, we got other folks here and stuff like that. But I didn't say anything to him. I mean, he got plenty of food. He got plenty to eat. And he was still there whenever, I don't know if he was still there when Jesse and Lisa left, but he was there that night whenever we went and got the car.
Well, I know when I left, his tent was missing.
Yeah, but he was still there.
Was he?
Was twirling some kind of a baton thing around when we went to eat with Jesse and Lisa. But when we went to pick up the car up at Big Red.
That was Sunday night.
Over there running around. So what he does is takes his tent down because of the park requires that you have to move and stuff like that. And he probably puts it back up in the evening and stuff like that, So I think that's what he's got going.
I think if he would have said, "Hey, I'm homeless and can I have some food?" or if he would have just said, "Hey,"
Or said thank you.
or
I think he would have went a long way.
Well, but you know what? So, when I first saw him over there, and my deal is, wait, who is this guy? Is he a subscriber or something? I've never seen him in. Well, we were told that he had introduced himself to Beth and Neil because they were over there on that other side.
right.
And Beth and Neil, befriended him and said, "Hey, well, if you want to come join us, you're welcome to." So he was invited, and I don't see anything wrong with that. He was invited. Now,
I know.
could he done a little bit better about not taking 2 and 3 plates? But he probably could have. But
now, did he actually sit
it
down?
was probably a test for all of us.
He took almost all the ribs.
Yeah, he took almost all the ribs, and there may have been some people that are upset about that. But it was probably a test for all of us to see how we would act.
Yeah.
You just never know. I'm looking over here.
Did he actually eat it, or did he take
He took it back to his.
somewhere?
He ate half
His tent, I assume he did.
back to his tent.
He didn't eat none of it of the ribs. No, he didn't. He didn't take. No, I watched him. Actually, I watched him sit there and eat, and he kept looking at me. And he ate all of the others, and he took the ribs back, and he went to his tent. Anyway.
Had he just walked up off the street, it'd been a different story. My concern was not the food part. I didn't have no concern with that. My concern was I was watching him because he was around those kids. We don't know if he's a child molester. We don't know if he's a vagrant. We don't know if he's a running from the police. We don't know nothing about this guy. And he's playing around with all these kids, and he looked like about 30 years old playing ball with the kids. And I said, this just doesn't look right. So I kept my eye on him for that reason. But
There was 2 other, Chris and Chris, both were eyeing him completely, and not in a bad way, just making sure.
No, just making sure the kids were okay.
I watched it too, and
Hey,
But he was right there in front
we're
of
all
us.
parents.
But he was right there in front of all of us, so he wasn't like off in the corner over here. He was right there in front of us, so everybody was able to watch.
we can't judge people. We can, but we have to be careful. I don't know.
You got to be smart. You got to be smart.
You got to be smart today's day and age, Tony. Sorry.
Yeah.
I know.
So,
But-
anyway, I didn't think too much. I really didn't think too much about it. I know it bothered Tony more than it bothered me. I was just like, if he takes like that cake, or if he takes that whole pie, or if he takes that, whole pot of whatever and runs off, I'm probably going to say, yeah, there's other people here. Let's just, portion control.
He was going to body slam him.
But, but what he was doing didn't really bother me or anything like that. So I never even had to say anything to him.
I didn't say nothing. Somebody else brought it to my attention. There was watching it, a few people, and then when I seen it, I was like, what's going on? But anyway, it's over and done with. I'm glad he had some food, and I'm okay with it, and we're done.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yep.
All good. I mean, we did, you know, it
You know,
was,
we
we
live
got
by
plenty to
the
eat and everybody had a good time.
The
So,
man upstairs just tested us on that right there.
we live by this. We have because we give. We don't give
Mhm.
because we have. We have because we give.
right.
And that means with your time, your talent, your money, all that. It means that you're especially you're giving there at the park. All we have because we give.
Right.
And that's what we live by. So, you
Yep.
know, I think everybody did right. And there was probably some people who were a little bit upset about the food part, but you know what? They'll get over it. They'll
Yeah.
get over it. We'll have another meetup and
Nobody will remember a thing. And
did
leave
somebody
out.
invite him for next year?
Yeah.
Did somebody invite him for next year?
If he's still there, that's the parks deal, you know.
Yeah, that's on the park. That's not on you guys.
It's on the park, not on you, right?
Learning experience for me, big time, and I hit it big time. I got it.
So,
No, but it is a legitimate concern, Tony.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah. So yeah, it's all good. I mean,
But, you know, good on you guys for, you know, if he was legitimately homeless and not eating, good on you guys that, you know, you
I
helped
think it was.
nourish him
I think it
for
was homeless.
hopefully a couple weeks.
Yeah.
right. Exactly. So I mean, it was all good. I was expecting him to be there Sunday morning because we did breakfast on
Yeah,
Sunday
I was
morning,
too.
but he didn't come over Sunday morning at all.
Oh, no?
But he was.
Was he there Saturday day? Was he there Saturday morning breakfast?
Yeah.
Saturday morning he was there.
Yep. He came back
Okay.
Saturday night also.
Yep. Yeah, he was sitting right there, just right by me whenever I was rolling the
Yep.
thing. He was like right there, and he had a coughing fit. He went into a coughing fit at one point.
Yep.
And you could hear it on MT's premiere.
Yes. He's
And, and then he won that bag. Purse.
Yep.
And he won that, and then he was like bummed out because he didn't win something else, and because he's like, oh man, is that all I'm gonna win? You know, and I'm like, yeah, like a lot of folks. So,
You're right, Christine. Yep.
Night, Cynthia.
yeah. He had plenty of company. I mean, he played, and I mean, he was kind of childlike to me. You know,
Now that I think about it, Tony, we probably should have, or Johnny and Tony, we probably should have invited him to Princess.
I didn't even.
I didn't think about it.
I didn't know he was there at the Princess. I didn't even see him until dark. After we got back from the Princess, that's the first time I even saw him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, thoughts about
Friday, that was Friday night, and he came up when we were pitching horseshoes. I was playing with Ryder and Chris and Eric, and he come walking up to us whenever we were pitching horseshoes. I didn't even know he was even in the park until that time, and that was after we'd been to the Princess.
Right. Well, I seen him every morning early, like 6:37, whenever I got up to walk the dogs. And he come by, he said hi. He was super nice. I didn't know where he was, or I didn't know who at all, but I did see him every morning early walking from the showers back to his tent every day.
I guess I missed all that. So
Christine, I believe that 100%.
yeah.
You never know. You may be the only Jesus he ever sees.
Mhm.
Amen.
Yep.
Amen. And you don't know what that man was going through before you showed up.
100%.
And you treated him like a man. You helped nourish his body. You know,
boundaries with people.
good on yous.
Well,
Good
I
on
might
you.
have lost my righteousness, peace, and joy if he'd have touched my bacon.
Well,
No, I had that covered for you, Jesse. I had that.
Well, I think he did touch some of your bacon.
I have a line, and that line right there is bacon.
don't,
Honey, my potatoes were done, or he was gonna lose a nipple.
Yeah,
It was
Andy had tongs and fingers and everything else on mine
Yeah. Hey,
all weekend.
hey, she used to get with me and say, "Knock it off," and grab the nipple and pull it. I'm like, that hurts. So I decided to put a Band-Aid on it years ago, on both. I said, she asked, that didn't hurt. I said, no. I flipped my shirt off. She grabbed that Band-Aid and literally ripped the meat off.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Something hurt. Yeah, I learned real quick. She's the boss on the nipple part. I'm done. But I still love her, I think. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
you
But
don't want to be
it-
homeless
it-
living in
it
Tin
was
Killer. Watch what you're saying.
Guess what? I found out that we had these at the meetup.
I ain't got one of them.
Well, I didn't have one of them either until the first day of the meetup.
I got
didn't even know we had these.
I ain't got one of those.
I did.
So you'll have one at Mid America.
Right.
So I guess we're gonna bring some of those arrowheads because some of the folks, Rachel left and didn't get one.
Back to good didn't get one. And
Yeah,
well, then that means Mary didn't get one either. Then
Yeah. So we're gonna give them one, and and anybody else that was there that left before, because it was kind of after the fact whenever the arrowheads went out, kind of deal. Yes, you did, Johnny. Alzheimer's setting in or selective hearing.
That's
no,
what
it
she.
was after the giveaway.
Huh?
It was after the giveaway, so that wasn't that much further.
Yeah, it was later in the evening. I mean, Rachel and Mary had already left.
I
Yeah.
think it was after Ronald failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After he tried to actually fly and learn really quick.
No, he was trying to teach that concrete a lesson.
Oh,
Rebecca, about 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago, sent me a picture of what he looked like and wanted me to give it to Angie, and he looks a lot better.
Well, good.
He didn't look good after falling. That was crazy.
He seemed like he was doing fine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was there the next day. He just seemed like he was fine.
so anyways, I think we're just about going to call it here.
Man,
Now,
it's only 9:52.
I know.
10:52 for, the pure people.
Goodness.
Are you only an hour ahead of us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pure people? Really?
What he said?
He
Did he
said,
really say that?
Yeah.
what do you keep bumping my leg for?
Because you talk too much.
He said he called me a pure people.
No, he called him a pure people.
I
Not you.
don't. What,
You're not pure, Tony.
all day long.
Oh,
And now, if you're going to go to Brenda's, her last statement was a little weird, so I don't know if they're already off the tracks, but she said, Mr. B steals my heart and pants every time.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening over there, so
yeah.
Well, I'll always go over and say hi to her and all that. We're real good friends, but
oh yeah,
Don't stay too long.
look at who's back already.
And
And
She said good night. Now she's back again.
No, she was lurking the whole time. She wanted
she's
to make
been,
sure.
I
nobody knew anything
guarantee
bad
she's
about it.
listened to every word we've said.
That's right.
yep.
Well, hopefully she's been reading because Xander's been typing about her. Sorry, Xander, I just tossed you under the ship too, buddy.
All right.
But
All right, we
anyway,
gotta go.
so Who's live tomorrow? You're live, right, Jess?
We're live.
5 Central Standard Time.
There you go. And I'm not sure, Glenda, are you going live?
Knock it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Tony, you'd really get if it started doing one of these and then
All the time. Hey, Jesse, we'll be on there later, but I know we'll be out with dinner with Brenda, and we'll catch up to you later on in your live tomorrow.
Hey, as long as you find us.
yeah.
I'll be racing, and
Yep.
and you guys are going to be at Arcadia.
Arcadia. It's
Arcadia eating at a chicken place.
It's
Chicken
called
Shack.
Chicken Shack. They have roasted chicken. It's very, very good.
Oh, really?
Yep.
As good as Jose's chicken?
Probably better.
Hey, what's this? I
Johnny-
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny, it's Arcadia.
Arcadia.
Dia is Dave in Spanish. Arcadia.
So, yeah, but I was going, man. If we lose out, maybe we can go to the Chicken Shack.
Well, if you do, it's a 2-hour drive from where you're at. Drive.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Or you can stop by here when you're done.
That's a 2-hour drive.
Our house
Hey.
is clean. We cleaned it for company. Nobody showed up.
Yeah.
Tony.
Well,
No, you don't know. Whew.
Hey,
I'm
I think you don't have to
looking forward
clean
seeing
that.
all you guys here in a couple of weeks in person again.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
But hey, I mean, everybody in chat, 10 Killer was a blast. I'm going to tell you right now, Eufaula is going to be just as good. And if you're not planning to go because it's a lot of fun to meet everybody. Like us sitting here, and minus Scott, of course, he's better than us. He has to stay home up north, but we'll all be there and having a good time.
Hey, I'll hold out my hat. Don't forget, it kind of costs a little. It kind of hurts whenever it's $3,000 for 4 days.
So Scott, did you know that we got to meet Janae?
Yes.
Oh, Janae was there.
Janae showed up.
She did.
Nice.
Yep, Janae and her
She did.
daughter.
From Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
were supposed to be coming on the ship, but they decided not to go either.
And yeah, she came, and her and her daughter.
Yep.
And so we, I didn't realize they weren't going to be there. Like they came like one day, like Saturday,
Yeah, they
Right.
were there.
and then they were gone in the night. And I guess they were out there with Dale and all them. Us old fogies, we have to get our sleep and go to bed and all that stuff. And Dale and them, they're the that young,
They're the kiddos.
To that.
yeah.
About how we were still out there.
Young and cool.
And so when we went on to bed, but anyway, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know she was
she was
there.
gone.
So
Is
we
what I'm
can
getting
say
at.
really goodbye.
I mean, it's like I didn't know she was leaving. Right?
And
I
Tony-
said goodbye to her.
When
Tony,
she's
Angie was part of that group because she's 20 years younger than you.
Oh yeah, at least.
I'm not. I'm in my 50s. Thank you.
I don't
Yeah.
believe it.
That's still 20 years younger than Tony.
Still younger than Tony.
now
13.
she's 13. Anyway, Angie said, Janae's here. I said, what? Who? I didn't know she was there. And then I heard her talk, and my neck snapped. I said, holy crap, that is her.
Yeah.
You can't miss her voice.
She's got a very unique voice.
That's
Well,
it.
And I went to bed. I'm innocent.
Now, Janae she was telling me, I think she had 3 or 4 stops, and then she's going home. So she left there and went to Arkansas, and I think she went to Tennessee,
Memphis.
And
They went to Memphis.
maybe Georgia, and then back home. Something like that is what she was doing. And
think
she
I
had
was gonna say because she's like halfway, like just below Florida,
She's central,
like
she's in
mid
Central
Florida,
Florida.
isn't she?
Central Florida.
she's Central Florida. Yeah.
she was either on our live or on Dale's live last night, and she said something in the live, and she told me that she was still like within 4 hours of us, 3 hours and 45 minutes of us, I think.
So she's in Arkansas then.
So that's where she was yesterday.
Right.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I'm pretty much sure she's from mid Florida is where she lives.
Yeah.
But
I know exactly about where she lives. She's really close to my mom's house, within about 30 miles away. I didn't know that until she did a morning thing she does on Tuesday. So I was like, I know that pier. And I asked her, and she goes, yes, you do. Yes, that's it. I said, I knew it.
that's funny. But anyways, folks,
All right, guys.
tomorrow night you got Miss Glenda. I don't know if she will be live, but if she is,
It don't work.
Should be, yeah,
you,
3:45 to 4:45.
you need an apple.
3:45 to 4:45.
I got an apple in the refrigerator.
Well, go try it. Go try it. Anyways, take care, folks.
Bye, y'all.
Hey, everybody, have a good night. See you later.
Let me, baby.